Ooh, that looks good. That's a good taco. That looks good.
Get the mochi.
Yeah. Let's eat.
Yeah, there's my last hand will close the beast. So
We're here. Okay, I think I know how to do this. I just want to go for
well,
it.
how's your shuckery skill?
Horrible.
Horrible?
Yeah, like one time I ordered a bunch of like oysters during COVID and a knife, and I was like, we'll just see how this goes. Couldn't open a single one.
You didn't have a shucking knife, or you just had a regular knife?
Oh, okay.
Oh Lord. Okay, so check it out. What you want to do is just come in at the lip, right here.
Okay.
Right, and then to the base, and then you just wiggle in.
Okay.
Right, and then not pop the belly, and then
Dude.
you just come in, open it up a little bit. Right, and then we're in good shape.
You
there.
are in.
Scrape
You
it
are
down.
really in.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't pop the belly, but it needs a little bit of juice.
Okay, a little of the juice and a little
Yeah.
vinaigrette, and I'll take that one, Andy.
You're just gonna snag it down.
Am I not? Okay, all right.
No, you should. You can eat whatever you want to.
Dude,
Here you
stop. Can I really?
Go right ahead, no one will stop you. While she's eating that, hello everyone, and welcome to Mixed Plate. It is a pleasure to have you. If you're just joining us for the very first time, yeah.
It's a good oyster.
That's a solid oyster.
Right out of the shell, baby.
I think Ed and a
Right
couple
out
other
of the
folks
shell.
had them, so props.
Dude, that is good. Why don't we crack another one of these open, Andy?
You're gonna learn how to crack. I'm gonna do one more for you. Okay. So if this is the first time you're joining us on Mixed Plate is all about telling stories through food, about our background, about our heritage, most importantly about our guest. Today we have the very, very talented, very well-known, and frankly, the queen of true crime, BigBossBoze.
BigBossBoze. I love that. I feel like the name I've normally gone by is Boze Bozington.
Bozington?
Yeah, Boze
By the
Bozington.
end of this, I'm going to call you Chef Boze. I want to be clear, that's where we're going there. But before we get into what dishes we're making today, I just want to quickly show you this oyster first. So we're going to go in, right? Right? Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Yeah.
And then turn. And then I missed that little lip here, but one,
Okay.
two, three. Oh.
Boy, I can't wait to eat that.
Yep, there we go. Okay.
Okay, sorry, but I figure you probably want us to put some of these on ice and like.
We are, but if you're just gonna eat this one, I don't really mind. But we should be in good shape. How is that?
You know,
oyster?
sometimes they say you gotta double taste it before you put it on the table.
Indeed.
Ramsey says that.
Oh Lord, he would.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he
so
sure does.
that is another oyster. I'm gonna let you open that. Today's dishes are all about you and everything that you've come around, everything you've done, and what's up?
Did you know I love oysters?
I had no idea actually.
Are you
I was
kidding
kinda
me?
Guessing. I was blind guessing.
Oh my
But we have
God.
a special surprise for those later on. But if you want to snack on them, that's fine.
Yeah.
But essentially, what I wanted to do before we got into your dishes today was everyone who came to TwitchCon this weekend. Thank you so much for joining our booth. Thanks for coming by the Crown booth. Thanks for taking photos with us. Thanks for auditioning for the folks who had the opportunity to potentially be the next Crown host. Everything was fantastic. Our party was a total banger. It was fantastic. We had some solid food. And thank you for spending your time with us. We had an absolute blast. We gave away 3 PCs, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that was pretty badass. I love giving things away, and we do a great job here. So in the future, if you ever want to check us out, we will be around more shows in the future. And I've lost her. What, is that caviar?
Oh yeah, I brought some.
You brought your own caviar?
I figured I didn't know what you're making. I had to make sure it was good.
Okay.
Dude.
That is prepared. She has brought her own caviar to my show. Anybody else who's been here, that is now another level of extra. I don't want to hear anything else about it. Where'd you pull that out from?
I brought it with me. I couldn't tell you. Also, I've never had caviar from a wooden spoon before, but you know, first time for everything, boys.
Well, you have to have a
Okay.
nice soft spoon.
Yeah, that's right.
So we have the oysters as a bit of a surprise for you, and we're going to be doing a little bit more with them later. It's a small surprise, but I hope you enjoy it.
Okay.
Well, are you ready to go over your dishes for this today?
Oh, I get to know the menu? Yes,
Oh yeah,
I
it's
am.
not a total surprise. It's only a surprise right now. But what I tried to do is tie a little bit of your background, some of your recent history, and some of the loves that you've had into something that I consider to be your menu.
Yeah.
And hopefully you get to tell us some great stories today. How does that sound?
That sounds great. I just had to say that was a shell, and I just had to just so you
all
don't,
good.
just so you don't
There's
think
no
I'm just like
shame
giving
here.
myself a raspberry on my hand.
You're good, don't worry. So
Dude,
today's
this sounds
dishes,
great.
I hope you enjoy them. So today's dishes are gonna go, 1, 2, 3. All right, we're gonna be starting off with pan-seared scallops, okay? We have some fat boys today. We have nice U10 scallops. And essentially what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be searing those butter basted. I think you've done that method, yeah?
Yes.
You butter basted scallops, okay?
Yes.
And we also have a shaved fennel and blood orange salad, okay? So really simplistic. We're gonna take the oranges, we're gonna segment them, make a nice fresh salad, do some scallops, and essentially top them off with a little bit of, I mean, you wanna put your caviar on the scallops now? I think that sounds solid.
It depends. Well, I mean, it depends on how, if they need a little extra spice.
Okay.
But I'm excited to try your cooking, Andy. I do trust you. I just, we like to.
Yeah, I have no offense whatsoever. Cooking is about collaboration, it's about coming together. So I'm gonna let our team take over here because we have some cooking to do. So I'm gonna let them take those over, okay?
What a delightful oyster.
I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. 2? Was it 2 or were there more that
Yes, I did, and there will be more.
Excellent, I appreciate that. So they're gonna take care of those. So what we're gonna be doing is that scallop dish is our first one, okay? Our second dish, okay, is something that you mentioned a little bit earlier about being able to learn how to properly make a steak that is more on the high end. Have you had Wagyu in the last year or so?
I had some. How long ago did we have Wagyu? Like a couple days ago?
A couple days ago?
Okay.
So I got
Sorry, my boyfriend's up there, guys.
Yeah, good to see you, bro. So I got you an actual certificate of authenticity. We have, and this is the cow's little snoot actually guarantees.
Oh my
we have
God.
certified A5 Wagyu, and we're gonna be doing that with what is known as a Monomi rice, which is a Monomun? Help me out. Manuman rice, thank you. Sorry, I always have to double check. Jack's up there for you. It's Manuman rice, it's a black rice. We made a fennel broth. We essentially made a lot of different aromatics, and we're gonna be finishing that with a little bit of butter and a touch of vinaigrette.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do I made yesterday a serrano pepper creme that goes underneath that. And then we're just gonna be able to finish that off. So it's gonna be a pretty spicy, smoky, and brighter kind of dish. But here's the catch.
Yeah. Yeah, what is the catch? Because this
we're
is
gonna
all
be
sounding
grinding
great.
our own Himalayan pink sea salt and then crushing our own pepper. So we're gonna be dipping the Wagyu inside the pepper. So we're gonna lightly season and go that route. Have you had it that way before?
No, Andy. Look, I just gotta say, look, my people, can y'all believe that they paid me to be here today? Can't believe it myself. Good to see this. Where do we start, Andy?
Oh, we got one more dish though. So this is the kind of thing where I know that this particular dish is a special part because you wanted to flambe for a while. Have you had the chance to flambe for anybody?
I haven't. Recently I went to Lowe's and I bought a torch. Yeah. And it's just been sitting in the closet. Can't wait to use it. Hopefully you can teach me how to put some use to it.
I'm gonna let you light it on fire because we're doing crepe Suzette.
Yeah.
And we're gonna be using we ended up speaking to a tribe actually out in Minnesota. Oh. That is essentially, I want to say it's Cherokee tribe, is that right? No.
From the Red Lake Nation.
Red Lake Nation, thank you, which is essentially a little bit larger out there, and they brought over the Manuman rice, and they also have the jam. So we're gonna stuff the crepes with the jam. We're making crepes together, and we're doing crepe Suzette table side, and a little bit of salted caramel ice cream on top. Sound good?
Okay.
Does it feel like I'm like slowly getting your flavor and your palate down, like the kind of food that you like to enjoy? Because you like fine foods.
I do.
If I wanted to, there could be a lot of, there's a couple things I wanted to do, but I'll make that a private meal for you and your partner. I feel like I need like 3 days of prep to do it right. I mean, you were just at the laundry, weren't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I went to the French Laundry a bit ago. The oysters and pearls, the caviar. It's so good. But I'm going to France on Sunday, so I'm gonna have to compare.
You're
the
just
crepes
going to
yours.
France? No, don't do that. Okay.
Make it good, Andy. No, I'm just kidding.
Alrighty, so we're gonna get started, okay? And it's gonna be really quick for this one, alrighty?
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you the sharp tools to start off. Have you ever done shaved fennel before?
No.
Alrighty, so I have your fennel for you. It's a
Okay.
nice little fennel bulb. I'm gonna take off a few of these heads, and you're gonna use this very fine mandolin on the shortest setting. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never used a mandolin before.
Never?
Have you guys used a mandolin before? You folks at home.
Let us know, because they're dangerous and everyone seems to find themselves.
Okay.
We're gonna use it on the one setting, okay?
Okay.
So check it out. I'm gonna quickly.
Oh, I'm gonna know how this works.
Yeah?
I got this, yeah.
You got this. I'm just gonna show you the side that I want. Okay. So, what you're gonna do is shave it down. Bop, 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 okay?
Okay.
And just finish it on the bulb. Do not cut yourself.
Okay.
Do not cut yourself.
Tell me not to do something and I'll do it.
Okay. Okay, if you want the guard, it is here, but just be very careful with your fingertips. So you should be good to go.
I think we're doing pretty good here, Andy. I think we're doing pretty good. This is so fun.
While you're doing that, I'm going to supreme some oranges. I imagine you've seen those before.
Supremes?
Supremes, yeah. So essentially, it's just making sure that you have a nice no-rind orange. So very simple. You're gonna do the same thing in a second.
Is that a blood orange?
Yes, it is.
Oh.
Blood orange is my favorite. Look at that rich color. It's beautiful to look at.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, this is a great mandolin. We've got some beautiful shaved fennel right here. Does it smell like anything?
Yeah, a little bit of licorice and anise in there, right?
Yeah.
And then once you hit it with the blood orange and a little bit of olive oil, I think I might slice some shallots in there as well, just for fun. But it's essentially, we're gonna do that.
Oh my
Save
God.
that over. And then, how's that looking?
This looks great. Andy, do you think we need a little more than this?
A little bit more, like
Sure.
3 more shaves.
Oh, I'm
That's
having
about
a
it.
blast playing the mandolin over
Yes,
here.
indeed. So have you ever cooked at home with your family at all? Like, is this the kind of thing that you would do normally?
Dude, not this hardcore. Man, I thought that we were eating good at home. I cook for my boyfriend and I all the time, but you pulling out the blood orange and the fennel and the mandolin. I'm like, babe, we're poor. Like, I mean, if I show up to the restaurant and sit down, I will order like the second most expensive thing on the menu, but I don't cook like this at home.
What do you make normally at home?
Okay, let's see. What are some things I eat?
I really want you to look down while you're doing it.
Oh, okay. We love that. Safety first. I love being in the presence of someone that cares about my safety.
So much, you have no idea.
You know what? For me, cooking is really just about being creative and what.
She does it to trigger me. Now I know it's on purpose.
I'm just off.
And then you look at the ceiling.
I'm off looking at the. I'll say cooking for me is more about creativity. I like to see what's in the fridge, what I'm in the mood for, and just making it happen. You know,
that makes sense.
That's kind of
Toss that in the bowl.
Yes.
So you like to kind of come up with different concepts and just feel it out?
Absolutely.
Okay. Now, back when you were younger, coming up, having what I'd say is a very similar upbringing to me, where I was alone a lot of the time, if not, I was just at home. So how'd you handle food when you were younger?
Well, okay, you know how when you're kids, every now and then you do get to go to like the not fancy restaurant, but the chain restaurants.
Yeah, the Applebee's.
Yeah, the Olive Garden stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I remember the first time I tried a chicken Alfredo, I was like, this is amazing. I want to make this at home. But the canned Alfredo doesn't really do it for you. It's the jar, it's awful. It is really awful. So that's one of the first things that I learned how to make. And when I saw how happy it made people like cooking them food, I was like, we need to do more of this.
Not
what am I
bad.
supposed to do with this? Don't bite it.
You don't bite it. So did you see how I cut it?
I did, so it looks
Totally
like
testing you.
Okay.
So yeah, you're gonna take off both ends.
Okay. Like a little onion.
Yeah. How's that knife treating you?
Oh, I love it.
Good.
I need to
Okay.
sharpen it more though, I think.
And then, I can do that for you if you want me to. If
can
not,
do it
if you
too.
want to use, the sharpener?
Oh, no. Oh, yeah, the sharpener?
Yes,
Yeah.
or the honer. So,
Give me a little, just give me.
alrighty. So what I'm gonna do is make sure you're here, 1 and 2. So at a very, very short angle, bring it from the base of the knife at the top of the steel all the way down, and make sure your fingers are protected by the guard. Oh,
That scared me for a minute.
So while you're concentrating on a very sharp blade, I'm very curious, while you were learning some of those particular dishes, what was the worst cooking incident you can remember? Whether it be recent, and I'm aware of one of them, but your worst cooking incident, because I have set things on fire since I started cooking about 5, 6 years old, so I wonder, what it was like for you.
Okay, my worst one, and this is so funny. So I was a kid, and this isn't really like a big cooking one, but it's a basic one.
Okay.
I was a kid, I'm in my room playing, I don't know, Neopets or something, and I wanted some food, so I went to make a baked potato, and I put it in the microwave. How long would you put a baked potato in the microwave, Andy?
6 minutes.
Boom, guess what? Well, what happens when you push that extra 0 and then you get caught up in collecting your freebies on Neopets that day? I accidentally put the potato in for 60 minutes, and the kicker is I forgot to poke holes in it. So the microwave caught on fire. It exploded in the microwave. The microwave caught on fire. Here's what happened, bro. I'm in my room playing Neopets. My mom's not home, door's shut, and smoke starts coming under the door. I'm not kidding.
My God.
And like, I didn't know what had happened. happen at the time, so I'm calling my grandpa. Like not the fire department. You know, you call your dad,
I was gonna
call
say,
grandpa.
you went backwards.
Yeah, I don't know those fire truck guys, but I know my grandpa is gonna come through.
Okay.
So I called him up, and he called the fire department, and then I didn't know what had happened, and then they were like, "Ma'am, did you leave a potato in the microwave?" So I blew up the microwave, took out like a portion of the counter. It caught on fire. Ceiling was all burnt.
And your parents still weren't home by the time this came to light, is that right?
No.
So did you walk that off, or how did you explain that? Is there a photo of that by chance?
Have you ever heard of disassociation before?
Cut your damn heart.
Okay. All right. Okay, so.
No. So what you want to do is, I'm going to show you one quick one. You're going to give me a heart attack. So you're going to angle out and then essentially just hug the flesh. So it's just going to come down. You see that?
This is dark. Hug the flesh.
Do I sound morbid when I say that?
Did that come from you or like cooking class? That's what I want to know.
Actually, I think that was me. I don't think anyone else ever said that, and now I'm kind of curious about my habits.
Andy Lunique's hug the flesh. I'm sorry, dude.
I mean, I think you're doing great right now.
Okay.
Just please watch your thumbs. That's all I ask for. I mean, honestly, there's several ways to do this. This is just the way I was taught to do it fastest, but
Yeah.
you can like easily roll it across the board if you wanted to. There's lots of different ways to go about it.
You know what we do, Andy, that's non-chef people, is we just dig our thumbs in and then just pull the skin off.
Lord, no, because then you have the pith and things like that. Non-chef folk. No, you're in my kitchen now.
Okay.
And I feel like you're a lot more fancy than you say you are.
Well, you know.
Now, in this part, you saw me use my hand.
Yes.
Okay? It is recommended that you don't do so, but would you like to try it?
I just saw in chat, they said hug the flesh, pinch the salt. Okay, so, sorry.
Hashtag hug the flesh. I'm going to say that one. So in your left hand, hold the orange. Okay, and then grab your blade. Okay? Now what you're going to do is, what you're doing is essentially just segmenting off every little piece, very gently moving the knife.
Okay.
You can use the knife guard if you want to, the glove if you want to.
So what would you do?
There we go.
Oh, okay.
And then, gently watch your fingers. Yeah. No. Yeah. And then go to the other side.
Like that? Oh.
Yeah, it's one way to do it.
Let me see what yours look like. Let me see what your little orange strips look like.
So mine look like this. Can you make mine?
Oh, that's like the little baby oranges.
Exactly. Yeah. So we're in good shape. And then don't go through your hand, and you're in good shape.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. So we're good there.
Yours.
Be very, very careful. Why is he here?
What have I done?
Oh. He's asking me to put the glove on.
It's like we can't.
I just thought I could trust you to be able to handle it. You're doing great so far.
He asked me. He was like, "How are?"
I'm gonna put it on close up. All right.
You know what? Honestly, I think that this is safer and a little bit more. I don't know. Everyone's happier.
I think everyone's. I mean, some people
Zach.
want to see you go hardcore, but I think you're doing great.
I know.
So yes, I should be safer, but I trust you. You got the skill going on.
Okay.
So while you're doing that, we're gonna toss those segments in here, and we're gonna have our salad. We're just gonna season it a bit more, and then we're in good shape.
This is a salad.
Oh yeah, it's literally a base for the scallop. So you
my
have like
God.
nice cold, very aromatic salad, and we're gonna have hot scallops. Sound good?
Yeah, absolutely. Babe, I don't actually know how to cook. I don't know what I thought before. This is...
Now, obviously, I chose scallops because of your time in Virginia. I'm not sure how long did you grow up there, or?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I was there right up until about 25. Had a brief stint in Vegas. That didn't work out.
Ooh, how long were you in Vegas?
I was in Vegas for just a little under a year, and you know, I just decided it wasn't the best environment for your boy. That's me. I'm your boy.
I understood that immediately. So you didn't like Vegas too much. Are there any memories that you can probably recall about some of the food that you had out in Virginia? Because it's known for scallops out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the flavors that are kind of associative, but you're not going to have this level of food unless you're at a certain restaurant out there. But what do you remember about living out there?
Well, you know what? We didn't have a lot of fancy food. You're right. We did have. There's different oysters that are from the Chesapeake Bay. Lots of fresh food there. But honestly, in Southern Virginia, it's not the most expensive town. So the demographic of people that live there, they can't necessarily always afford the freshest oysters and scallops and everything, you know, on a regular basis. Wow, that looks so much better. How did you, okay.
Don't ever do what I do. The camera should not be on me right now. Please keep talking.
Honestly, this looks, that's fine. Okay.
So we have our little salad here.
Okay,
and by the way, you're
beautiful.
free to taste anything at any point in time.
I'll
but
taste
all I
it
did
all.
was squeeze a little bit of the blood orange juice here. And you can see that, Cam. Let's move that right down there. And then essentially, oh, wow, you are ready. Okay, props, go ahead. Taste whatever you like. Yeah, honestly, whatever you like. And honestly, I season to taste. So knowing that I haven't quite gotten your flavor profile down just yet, I'm gonna try to go with what you enjoy, but I'm a little heavier handed with the salt.
I like that, Andy.
Yeah?
Yeah, I like that.
So once that hits the scallops of the butter, it should be in good shape. So we're gonna move with the scallops now. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're ready to go. So I'm gonna quickly clean your board. And guess what? You get to butter baste. And you butter basted before. Are you comfortable with the technique?
Oh yeah.
Yeah? All right. Oh. Now, I'm going to ask you a question related. There we go. Excuse me.
Thank you, Andy.
No problem, chef. So, when it comes down to the food that you had as a kid, and bar the potato incident of what year?
The potato incident of 01.
Of 01. That puts you at, yeah, around probably the same age we both had our incident. Chat, I have a question for you. When was your first horrific cooking incident? Can you remember it or no? Everyone always has one story. But we talked about the bad, let's talk about the good. What was the last awesome thing that you made that you're super proud of?
Wait, I see a question in chat that I'm actually curious of too. Ooh. Uncle Roger says, can I use half and half milk for homemade gravy? I mean, that's essentially a half heavy cream and half milk, right?
That is correct.
But it sounds like something we use for coffee. What do you think, Andy?
Well, since you have a higher fat content, you can use half and half in milk. It kind of comes up as a lighter heavy cream. So if you have the opportunity, if you really want that fat to come back, just add a little bit more butter and you should be in good shape.
Wow.
So thank you, Uncle Roger.
Love that.
So if you could, put these scallops in a line, 3 by 3, and then pat them dry.
Okay. To answer your question about things that I've made recently, I made that reminded me, I made a dish recently. It was just orzo with roasted Brussels sprouts. Like, this sounds crazy, ground pork, and then like a white sauce. And I'm telling you, it was so good.
That sounds clutch.
It was so good. This man ate it. It was good, right?
That sounds delicious.
And it was just a 10 p.m. creation. So that's what I mean about those random things that aren't recipes, but I'm like, this will work, you know?
Not bad. Okay,
Okay,
so
pat dry.
I actually would like to hear more about that dish, but I have to teach you this one. So
Okay.
what we're gonna do is pat it dry. Okay, how's it look? The softest hands, my goodness.
Thank you.
So we're in good shape. Now we're gonna season. So you're gonna use, okay, here we go. I know everyone's gonna give me crap for this one, but when I say a pinch of salt, this is a pinch of salt, okay? I'm gonna do the left ones, and this is how much salt I anticipate or expect.
Okay.
And then a little bit more here, okay? Flip it over, and then just as much as salt on the other side.
Hey, I'm a salty guy, so I'm in for this.
Now, I'm curious, you still game every now and again, right?
Oh yeah, all the time. Overwatch 2 just came out, I'm all over it.
So we're talking about
we need a
salt.
little more than that, huh?
Oh yeah, and go high, because you don't want any salt to clump up. Yeah. Speaking of salt in games, you say you're just playing Overwatch.
Yeah.
Right now, what's got you hyped game-wise? What are you playing? What's coming up? What are you into?
You know, it's really funny because I just got a really nice computer. I've had the same one for about 5 years, and you know, as a gamer, as gamers do, I was like, time for a little upgrade. But honestly, I just bought the nicest computer of my life, fast processor, lots of RAM, great video card, up to date, all the bells and whistles. And all I'm really playing is Teamfight Tactics and Overwatch 2.
Lord, so you haven't really pushed it to the max yet?
No, I haven't. I need a good suggestion. Chat, I need a good suggestion of what to use this powerful computer for.
I don't need to teach you this part.
Oh, yeah.
So sear them up and go for it. This is where you start taking control.
Okay.
Never drop the.
I'm gonna take this.
Oh,
down.
you take care of that?
Oh,
I got
sure.
that. I'm gonna pass that off.
So
I'm
actually,
gonna give you her watch.
Andy, I have a funny story
Yeah.
about this formation here. Do we have a moment? Can I tell you
Yes,
the
please,
story?
go right ahead. You're in good shape.
So maybe around 2019 or 2018 or so, I was like, I'm gonna start doing some cooking on Twitch. And I was going to like a little potluck kind of. We're just gonna let them sit for a minute.
Yeah, so when you're searing these, everyone gets a little bit antsy. Even Gordon Ramsay likes to flip them back and forth. I go super hard sear until I see a crust. I don't touch them.
I love that. Well, so my funny story about that. So I decided I want to start cooking a little bit on Twitch.
Okay.
And I'm going to some kind of Thanksgiving potluck thing. So I'm like, I'm gonna make Swedish meatballs. Love to make them. little egg noodles, some gravy, do the meatballs, right? So I start cooking these on Twitch, and I'm
so nervous.
Dude, I'm talking the whole time like I know what I'm doing, Andy. I'm just going and go. There's might be some people in my chat that remember this. It was so embarrassing. I'm talking like I know what I'm doing. I'm like, guys, this is what we want to do with the gravy. Now we're gonna line the outside of the pan so we get the nice even heating, talking about that. And then as soon as I start flipping them, Andy, they're all burnt. And it's live.
Oh.
The very first one I turn over.
Looks like me burnt?
Do not. But look, those meatballs were black. They were black. And I just had to say like, okay, and we'll just move these over. Every single one I flipped over was just burnt. So please, let's not recreate it. Tell me when to flip them.
I promise you, I will not let that happen to you here. It's gonna be okay.
Okay.
But while you're getting ready for that one, I'm gonna tell you when to flip. And I know that your anxiety would want to make you flip right now.
Okay.
But right now, what are you smelling?
Oh, it's, you know what? Now that they're cooking, I feel like seafood has that scent in the beginning where it's kind of fishy at first, but then once they really start cooking, it just smells buttery. It smells tasty. Like, it's like, you know it's a salty seafood dish that's coming. Oh, what are we?
We're making a little wells for our fennel salad, right? And that's how we're gonna plate it up. So when those scallops are ready, they're gonna go right on top of these bad boys.
We can't give any of this to my boyfriend as planned, because then he's gonna know what good food tastes like.
Oh, Lord, you know you spoil him. Stop.
Well.
Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Alrighty, flip the one at the very top with these scallops.
Okay.
Sorry, these scallops, these tongs.
Okay.
Now, very gently. So you know, I think you know this part. So just be very careful.
Very gentle.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's a good first crush.
You can hear that sear too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's telling you you're doing a good job.
Indeed. Now we have a hot spot on the pan, so go to that one.
Oh, okay. Oh my God. Pro tip. Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay.
Dude, you know when something smells so good that you're like, oh, this gonna be good. This is the one.
So now.
All right, I'm gonna try to even this out a little bit here, Andy.
Exactly. Actually, what I want you to do is move them all north.
Okay, north.
Of the pan, yeah.
Oh.
On the top of the pan, because we're about to do one very, very fun thing.
Okay.
We're essentially gonna add some herbs and then butter baste the heck out of this.
Perfect. Oh, perfect.
Alrighty.
Now,
So
I have a question. So if we have a hot spot on the pan, like we kind of did over here, would you normally move something out of that area or just?
all I would do is this. And just turn the pan, move it around. All pans have their spots. You start learning that every single thing has its personality, just like pans. And I know that sounds crazy, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit it with an obnoxious amount of butter.
Yes.
So follow my
Yes,
basting.
Paula.
Alrighty, you ready?
Yeah.
And-
Oh, I can do that.
Yeah, you got it?
Yes,
Okay.
I think so.
Handle your business.
Okay. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm gonna do a thing. Whoa,
Okay.
Andy, these look good. Oh my God.
Now, I feel like it's a foolish question, but I'm guessing you're gonna taste these.
I'm gonna taste these?
You're gonna taste it before we get to dinner
The
tonight.
real question is, are you gonna get to taste any?
I always eat with my guests if they like me to, but honestly,
that's
they'll
the-
kill me if I don't eat with you.
Yeah, okay. So I have to share.
Yes, indeed. So
Okay.
no, keep going. Keep basting. Base. You want to keep going so you have that rich color on there.
Great.
Yeah. So while you're basting, one more question I have, because we're going to get ready for our next dish in just a little bit.
Yeah.
But I realize that your chat, everyone's come through, your community's here. Did you want to say anything to those folks? Because they have come out. There's a lot of first-time chatters coming through.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? Do you want to say anything to these folks?
What do I want to say? Hi, cuties. Hi, guys. My chat knows I'm like literally like an aunt. I'm always like, hi. What do you guys doing?
What do you call your community?
They're the bozos.
They're the bozos?
Yeah, and they call me Uncle Boze.
Hello, bozos.
Hi, guys. Oh, look, there's more first-time chatters coming
Hey,
out. Hi, guys.
yeah, there they are. See, they're coming out.
Ah, hi, cuties.
Well said. All right. So those looking pretty good to you?
Yes,
Yeah?
they smell great. They look great.
Hell yeah.
We're getting the buttery kind of smells mixed with the seafood, the fresh seafood.
Yeah, buddy.
I'm a happy boy.
So what we're gonna do is, I usually like to dab them a little bit, but I'm not gonna do it this time. I'm gonna shut off the heat.
Okay.
And we're gonna remove them. I'm gonna plate them up, and guess what you get to do?
What's up?
You get to add the caviar that you brought. Alright, so you can stop right there.
All right, sorry,
What are
I can't.
your favorite ones?
Oh man, I love this one. You know, they've got a little of that, like that
Yeah.
herb on it.
Okay, it's nice and squishy.
Oh wow, we got that brown side on the underside.
Yeah, buddy. All
Oh
right,
my
what's the next one?
God. Let's go with that one.
Yeah. No, come on.
Oh, you know what? Since we've got the middle piece, let's do a little presentation here. Let's
Okay.
take that big boy and put him in the middle.
The fat boy?
Yeah, what do you
Okay.
think?
There we go. And then, ooh,
I'm so
Crushing that one.
hungry. This is rude. Hey, probably I'll bring you some. I'll save you a plate.
and then your last one.
You pick.
I
Chef's
like
choice.
this one because the caramelization's perfect.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Love to see it.
Okay.
And then Andy, sorry, question. What are we
Please.
gonna be doing with these other three?
With these other three, they are extras, is what I'll say for right now. So let's just say if one vanishes while we take a break in just a little bit, I won't be upset. So the last thing I need you to do is toss yourself a little bit of caviar. So switch with me. Grab your caviar. We're gonna top that bad boy off. Now I planned on doing scallions, but I guess we'll have to see. in
Ooh,
just a
you know
second.
what? What if we do a little bit of scallion and caviar? I love
that.
Yeah.
I love being able to kind of do it on the fly. Go for it.
I like that little crunch of the scallion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I won't go hard with the caviar then, because sometimes I like to just do like a little, you know, a full-on lump. Oh my God. Oh, that's gonna be so good.
I mean, it is your caviar from home.
We'll keep it. We'll
Yeah,
keep it a little.
brought her own
preserved.
caviar from home.
I mean, sturgeon.
Sturgeon caviar.
Just a
well
nice
done.
little half ounce to toss on the eggs in the morning, or maybe a little evening bleenie, right?
Excellent. And what I'll do is I'll grab 2 razor sharp ones.
Dude, that I just saw the angle. I think that was this camera. This looking crazy over here. This is
They're
oh
gonna
my-
make you look good.
Oh
Trust me.
my God.
These folks are fantastic, and if they don't shark you later for your food, trust me, they'll always make. I'm not that good of a chef at all. It's all them. Trust me,
Dude.
it's all them. There we go. And then we have the third one. And then we're gonna do this last one. And you feel good about this so far?
I'm feeling. What is there to not feel good? What if I was like, you know what, Andy? I think this is a bad idea. I'm gonna leave.
I would literally understand and start all over again, and literally just keep going until you liked it. That's my MO.
This is great.
Yeah?
Oh my God. I gotta take a little video of this for TikTok.
Oh yeah, I'm okay with that.
Also, you know what? Wait, chat. Yeah, I need you guys to say something in chat. It's gonna go in my video too, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's see. Whoa, would you look at that? I still can't believe, Andy. Chat, is that hello TikTok? All right, there was one of you. I'll take it. I'll take it. Oh, there they are.
Yeah?
Okay, wait, I got it.
Say hi, TikTok, everybody. Okay, now since we're gonna be a little bit from eating, I wanna make sure you have at least one good bite before we go. So while you're taking your first bite, I'm gonna let you take care of that, and I'm going to spin us out for a quick little break. So folks, if you're just joining us, don't forget, use hashtag #MyMixedPlate. Hashtag #MyMixedPlate. Show us your dishes. Let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you think. I can't think straight right now.
Phenomenal.
It wasn't hot at all, no?
It was delicious.
We'll be right back.
What's up, everyone? First of all, like Andy said, thank you to all the folks who stopped by our booth at TwitchCon. We got to meet so many new friends and fam of this show, and we really appreciate you all so very much. Now, while Andy and Boze get ready for the next dish, you know the spiel. I wanted to take a minute to tell you all about the cool stuff we got coming up here on the Crown channel. Tomorrow, the Crown Challenger Series is back with Avalie May and Jake Lucky. They're back with a head-to-head Valorant battle between Benji Fishy and Jay Park. That's tomorrow at 4 p.m. Pacific time right here on Crown. And if you're new to the channel, hit that follow button, please, so you can get alerts to know when we're live. We'll be right back.
My brother gave his life hunting the enemy. His task is now mine.
Speak your truth.
Stand with me. Ours was no chance meeting, not fate, nor destiny. Ours was the work of something greater.
I am not the hero you seek.
Whatever it was you did, be free of it.
It is here, the moment we feared.
Why do you keep fighting?
There is a tempest in me. Evil does not sleep, it waits.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Mixed Plate. If you're just joining us, I am here with BigBossBoze. Should I use your first name or should I just call you Boze? Like, what do you prefer?
Big is my first name.
Big is your first name. So we're here with Big,
Just Boze.
done, bam. So we're going to be doing her next dish. And if you're just joining us again, Mixed Plate is all about creating food, creating experiences, and telling some great stories. And so far, you've had some pretty solid stories, and you've had some good eats. I really love it. You keep on eating. Yeah, it's a healthy thing. I grew up on that one. So, as you know, we're going to be doing a crepe Suzette, okay? But normally, we try to make sure that we try to do things in order. But since we're going to be doing the crepes table side, I'm going to light it on fire for you. We're going to make those crepes now, and we're going to stuff them with a little bit of Red Nation choke cherry jam. Have you had this before?
I have not.
Yes,
but
indeed.
I've had quite a bit of jam up from Massachusetts.
So they brought this
Mara
from.
tried this.
It's fantastic. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Choke cherry. Check it out.
All right.
Put it in here. Yep. And then slowly zoom out. No. So this is actually what's going to go inside of our crepes. It's a very, very thin filling, and we're going to essentially do a triangle piece on that one, right?
Okay.
So it's going to be really easy. But have you ever had crepe Suzette before?
Crepe Suzanne?
Suzette.
No.
Suzanne?
Crepe Suzanne. No, but yeah, Suzette. No, I never. Well, maybe, but I feel like you might be calling it the proper name. Is this like a sweet crepe with like jam in it, or?
No, we literally use triple sec. We use Grand Marnier. We're going to be using orange zest from the blood orange, a little bit of juice, and then we're going to essentially brulee it with a little bit of sugar and butter.
Well, let's crack them eggs, Andy.
Yeah, buddy. So first thing we're gonna do is make our crepe batter. Like really easy. I have a fast crepe batter that we're gonna make inside this blender. I want to make sure you guys can see the blender. Yeah.
I haven't done this in 15 years. Crepes were another thing that I used to make because IHOP. Remember how I said the chain restaurants were my inspiration?
Yes.
IHOP had this thing called the Crepes Florentine, which was a savory like chicken, spinach, and a hollandaise sauce in a crepe, and I was like, what is this little pancake flap? And then I figured out how to make those, but I haven't done this in years.
Can I tell you a story about that?
Yeah.
The same Crepes Florentine, I remember I refused to eat as a teenager because I thought crepes were weird, and I refused to eat them. And that was actually one of the first times I said, I'll just do so, and it was delicious. I never looked back.
Wow.
So yeah, thank you, IHOP.
Wow, they may need to bring it back. They took it off the menu. Now they just have sweet crepes. You know, a savory crepe will change your life.
You know, honestly, like
Amen.
I like savory crepes with duck confit.
Oh.
Have you ever had that before?
Yeah, no, I haven't. But anything like a little fatty in there?
Exactly.
Good.
So crepes, super basic. It's gonna be really easy to. He's back! Oh my God!
Oh no.
Oh God! Sorry. So here's what we're gonna do today. Alrighty, we have basic crepe ingredients. So if you would grab the milk, the sugar, and the salt, okay, and we're gonna get our liquid base down. And for folks at home, when it comes to crepes, listen, the blender method is, in my opinion, the most effective method. I feel like it's a little bit overbearing to sit there with the hand crank whisk or things like that, unless you're making huge batches. But I feel like it's a little bit extra, don't you think?
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm not down for that. So we have a little, boom, salt, sugar.
Amazing.
And the milk, I would say, hold back on 2.5 cups. But yeah, go.
So you want me to make this little white line go down to 2.5?
Oh no, all the way down to 100.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Pour, yes. Pour
Here we
dramatic.
go.
Yeah, pour dramatically.
Dramatically?
Yes.
Like Salt Bay. Yeah. Milk Bay.
If you're able to look, you're looking at the camera. I don't know how you do that. It's really impressive.
Andy, you can't do that?
I cannot do that, no. I have to stare intently at the food as if we're having a conversation.
I usually don't pay attention when I'm doing. It's crazy I can still drive. Okay, so we're down to about 100. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
Okay, oh, just a little more.
Awesome. So I use that as a reserve because I'm a little bit cautious because sometimes eggs are a little bit more wet than I like them to be.
Okay.
So it's always a precautionary tale.
Oh, can I participate in this one? The thing. It's a
favorite crepe filling. Go for it.
Let's see, chocolate, strawberries, Parma ham, eggs. Dude, I don't know what you guys said. Well, I do see what you said because it's right there in chat. You can vote with the numbers, by the way. 1, 2, 3, or 4. I'm gonna have to say wait, let me let y'all vote so I don't make the thing biased.
I'm hardly biased. There's not a single thing that I love here, actually.
Let y'all vote. I'm gonna have to say the ham. Well, if you had to choose, Andy, you gotta choose something.
It's closest to ham, but I prefer Gruyere prosciutto with thyme cooked. Don't make that face at me, Zach.
Honestly, Zach, I was making
need to have
the same.
herbs and things like that, and then I want fresh Gruyere, a little bit of Q pie, and then essentially fold into a triangle.
Well, you know what? The chat doesn't want to eat either of our crepes because they chose chocolate.
They chose chocolate? Oh, the Nutella with the strawberry? You're all so basic.
Yeah.
Get out of here. Alrighty, hold on. Let me make sure I'm doing this right.
Okay.
So what we do is we add our base, right? We do this one. Then we come back in with the flour and the vanilla.
Okay.
Because we have vanilla bean paste instead of vanilla extract. So it's a little bit thicker.
Wow.
So I just want to be really careful with that. Did I do this right? Yeah. It's a little bit more aggressive.
Okay.
Okay. So
We love an
good
aggressive
here.
vanilla bean.
Check it out. I'm gonna go for. Oh wait, did I do it right, Malika? What did I do wrong?
Make sure you hit the power button first.
It's on.
He did.
And then hit 1.
I think I gotta reset it, Andy.
No,
Don't worry, I'm an electrician. Oh, Zach might freak out. Zach immediately was like, no.
Oh, the top's backwards. Did I? No. I got the arrow here. Oh no, hey, I'm smart. There we go. And then I think.
Oh.
Success. Blenders, y'all. So I know this is really loud, but do you like loud noises or more of a pensive kitchen?
More of a pensive kitchen.
Any chill jams that you listen to?
Just this.
Really?
I usually listen to this to fall asleep.
That's nice. This is really loud white noise.
Good, right?
Okay. So the base is ready to go, and we're gonna do this one more time.
Did you ever work any like kitchen job? I mean, I'm assuming you did, but like.
Oh, you don't know how deep it goes, do you?
Kitchen. Did I ever tell you what my kitchen job was?
No, I'd like to hear more about
I was
that.
the only girl working in the kitchen at the Melting Pot and at TGI Fridays.
If you would spoon the flour in there.
Absolutely.
So you were at the Melting Pot.
Which is like a fondue restaurant.
Right, which is, I'm not sure if anyone's ever been there, but it's like more of the kind of romantic, like really subtle vibes, is that right?
I mean, it wasn't in the kitchen. I didn't go out there where the servers were. My job was literally to be mean to the servers and like, but I mean, it wasn't my idea. That was just already the vibe, and I had to fit in now. You know, I'm in the kitchen. I was with the boys. I was on Dish Pit.
You were one of the pirates. Yeah. It feels like it's badass.
That's right.
So you were in the back of the house at the melting pot, which no, you said melting pot, right?
Yeah.
So I know that was an easy restaurant to work in because it's a ton of prep, a lot of knife work, a lot of like pre-made ingredients, right?
Oh yeah. My favorite part was at I've been a server before too, but this was just a funny
you put
era.
it all in there.
Oh, put it all in.
Yeah, everything. In
Oh,
there, yeah.
okay.
We pre-measured that.
The servers were scared of us because you know when they like mess up something on the ticket and they have to come back in the kitchen like, oh, I meant to ring in a jam with that. We were the worst. We'd be like, oh, a jam? So you want a jam?
Do you make them work for it?
Absolutely. I don't know why. We were, 18 and bratty, but it was fun.
18 and bratty should be a t-shirt. I feel like that's pretty accurate.
That'd be pretty good. I should wear that.
You're right on.
Okay,
So
I think I got, okay,
you can
just,
dump the
just
rest,
go ahead.
yeah.
I like this. I've never seen a spoon like this. It's like a little ladle.
It's a beauty ladle, and it makes things a little bit cleaner.
I like
And
this.
I add a little bit of extra vanilla because I love that smell. You want to hit that?
Oh my God. That is an aggressive vanilla bean.
Aggressive vanilla. That's my gamer tag next year.
This right here.
If you don't know the irony of me calling myself aggressive vanilla, I don't know what's even better.
That's actually, yeah, because Andy's literally like the nicest person ever too. That's hilarious.
I'm nice. Thank you.
Very nice.
Is it really? No. I got it right. Hold on, wait.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't have it right.
What?
He's
Oh,
right.
the power's on this
Why do I listen to him? Okay. There we go. Okay, so.
Well, Boze was the movie Waiting, it sounds like. Yes, I was heavily inspired by that movie.
So while we're doing this, we're just gonna kind of mix this up. We're gonna add the butter, and then we're gonna make crepes right away. So you ready?
Okay.
Pour the butter into the spout. Oh, nope. Pour the butter into the spout.
Okay.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's nice when it's mixing and you mix in like that, but we got this.
Yeah, I don't want you splashing. Okay, crepe batter completed. Fantastic.
I'm having the best time.
Are you guys enjoying this episode so far? Because I feel like you have a lot of questions, and if you have more, please feel free to ask, because we're learning a lot about you today, and I'm enjoying it.
Oh, yes. I feel like there were some good questions earlier, but I've been so caught up in this,
good.
I missed a couple of them.
Now you see how nice and thin that batter is?
Wow,
If
beautiful.
we add to the rest of the milk, it'd be too thin, right?
Yep.
Exactly. I always want to be a little bit careful, but over time, if you make enough crepes, you can eyeball it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because sometimes, like I said, it really is about the eggs. If you have large eggs, they have a little bit more liquid than you're anticipating, so you just want to be careful. Okay. Now, have you made crepes in this style before?
Okay, let me see what I remember of this. So we're gonna, I like kind of ladle just a little in there and kind of do the thing, coat it evenly, and then flip it, or
We're gonna
no?
essentially come in and then go around, just make sure it coats the entire back, right? And then we're gonna flip it. I have a very fun spatula for you to use.
Okay.
It looks like a weapon, I know, but essentially it makes it a little bit easier. How strong are your fingers?
Very strong.
Yeah? Okay. So I'm gonna use my raw fingers to flip them over. If you need help, just let me know. So who do you think can make more crepes faster?
What do you mean use your raw fingers to flip it up?
I'm
Like,
literally
it's-
just gonna do this in the pan. Don't do what I do.
I know, that's expert level.
Yeah, it's gone, and I've been told by the staff and my partner and everybody else in between to stop doing that, but I've put my hands in boiling water and
Just
like
chef
that.
stuff, man.
It's just, yeah, after a while, anybody who cooks, actually for folks who have been cooking a long time, do you still have failing in your fingers? Let me know. So,
That's funny. I'm gonna call Trisha and ask her.
I mean, Trisha's been through the ringer. I think she's definitely had a lot.
Hi guys. Hi Jade Mary. Hi Mad Piggy. Hi Solar. I know I've missed a lot of folks in here. I don't get
If
to
I
talk
may.
to you guys too often.
Now, how often do you go live, and how often are you essentially just kind of doing videos as well? Like, I'm kind of curious how your content works. Because it's not like you're not busy, you're always working.
I love my job. I'm very, this is part of my job. I'm grateful to be here, but at the same time, I'm Monday through Friday. I thought I gave myself a day off Wednesday. So I can tell you a little bit about my schedule. Wait, how should we get started?
Oh, no, I'm gonna show you, but I wanted the pan to get a little bit hotter.
Okay.
So observe. It's just gonna be a little bit in the pan, about, I'd say roughly a cup. And then we're gonna go here.
Wow, okay.
Right, and you see how nice and thin it comes out?
Yeah, I haven't done this in a while. It's been a while, Andy.
And if you find yourself thinking a little bit more, you just do a little bit more. That's
Okay.
about it. Okay, don't go too crazy with it. let it cook. And once the pan gets hotter over time, this will start to stick a lot faster. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You want to give yours a shot?
Yeah.
Give yours a shot.
We don't need any Pam?
Just kidding. Oh God. I actually greased it up a little bit, just enough.
Yeah.
So hold it with your left
Dude,
hand.
this isn't gonna go well. I haven't done this in a long time,
It's gonna
Andy.
be great.
Dude, this is so bad.
You're so strong. You're so brave. You got it.
I can't.
Look
Hold
at
on.
you go.
Oh no. Oh no. It's gonna be a funny little crepe.
You can pour a little bit more.
Okay,
You got it.
a
You
little
can,
more.
oh, recovery. You're doing great. It's a thick boy.
Dude, yeah.
Look at you go, though. Look at you go.
Okay, we evened her out just a little bit.
Bam.
Okay.
You see? Clutched it.
Sorry.
See? And then drop it down. You're
I
in
make a
good
lot
shape.
of noises, Andy.
Do you make those noises while you're cooking?
Yep. I make
Okay.
them during a lot of things. My boyfriend will just like hear strange things coming from the hallway. He's gotten used to it now.
I've glanced over at his face when things are happening, and he's not stopped laughing. Alrighty, so very simply put, don't do what I do, and just flip it over, and you have a nice, slowly baked crepe.
Okay.
Now, it's up to you on how you want to do this. We have lots of tools, but I want you to feel comfortable.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that!
Look at that.
Right, and then flip.
Andy, help! It's cooking. Andy, help!
See, it's fine. Look at that.
There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, use those numb little hands.
And you try very hard to keep your handle in, because that's the way you might knock it into it, and then it might fall over.
Dude, knowing me, I would hit this thing, slam right into my face.
So I'm going to drop these crepes over here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm actually gonna ask the crew if they could help me out. Could someone help me fill these? Because I want to make sure I'm coaching you through this.
Oh, Nike, hi.
Nike,
I'm so glad you made it
Wait,
here.
Mother Boze, love your stream. Oh, nice. It's 2 a.m. when you do your Murder Mondays, though. Oh, and they're in Germany.
Uh-huh.
But that's your first crepe. First crepe. Nailed it. Nailed it. Go to camera 3. Nailed it.
Beautiful,
Right?
beautiful.
Like a
Hi,
boss.
Stellar. That crepe is for you.
Okay. And what we're gonna do with this particular crepe, as I mentioned, I lost the jam. Guys, I lost the jam.
We lost
I
the jam.
Here it is, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna take this, right?
Okay.
And then we're going to, actually, this is getting a little too hot. We should turn
Okay.
this off. Bad habit, okay? I'm gonna take a little bit of it. Sorry, I just wanted the camera to see what we're doing with
This
these
is
crepes.
phenomenal.
Right? And then put a little bit there. You wanna taste this?
I do.
Yeah, and this is the thinnest layer you want. You don't want too much of it because it's like a very light jam.
Okay.
But you don't want it overfilled because you don't want it seeping through. Okay.
I just need to taste a little of this to know how
Yep.
much I'm gonna put in.
And I'm gonna fold it into a little triangle just like this.
Yeah, cherry jelly.
And that's what we're making. What do you think? You like it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's very good.
You were in your own moment for a second.
There was there's a lot of flavors to go through.
Yeah.
Very tasty.
Yeah, so we're gonna plug those in just a second, so we're in good shape.
Add some more in?
Yeah, put another one in there.
Oh, should I use this? I want to use your little What is this? This is cute.
It's technically a butter knife.
Okay.
Technically, that's
Butter,
actually
jam.
a butter knife, for folks who are a little bit fancier on that side.
Okay, how much would you add in?
This is, again, it's your dish, so you want to feel it out. We change on the fly. We should always feel like you are doing the things that make sense for you. We're going to be having 4 of these, so if you want a heavier jam to go with that syrup, go to town.
Ooh,
You're in
can I
good
make one
shape.
for my boyfriend?
Oh, absolutely. He's going to
Okay.
have one right now.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, we should.
You can
see-
run 'em up, or
Can we
you can-
see what he thinks of it?
Yeah, you
Okay,
actually-
wait. How should I top this? Tell me how to make it best.
Oh, I mean, right now, I would say take a little, fold it in 4, fold it.
Okay.
Right, and then fold it across again.
Okay.
Right? And then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna have a little bit of fun with this. I'm gonna take a lime.
Ah!
Okay.
He's
Can
got
someone-
a line, babe!
Someone throw me a torch really quick. Somebody throw me the flamethrower. And then the sugar, please. Thank you. Do you trust me?
Yes.
Okay.
Welcome, Raiders.
Oh, did we get
We
somebody?
have raiders? Who's raiding? DJ Night raiding?
I love
snap! What's going on, son?
Hi, DJ.
Did-
Wait, he's got a flamethrower.
I gotta tell you, DJ Knight and I used to do a podcast called Chocolate Thunder.
That's
I
so
miss
funny.
Chocolate Thunder so much.
That
I
is
miss
so
him.
funny. I love DJ.
Okay, so we're gonna take this up a little
Okay.
bit. I'm gonna let you run this up to him. I'm gonna keep making a few crepes. But
Okay.
you wanna use some fire?
Oh yeah. I'm gonna do it.
Yep.
Why do you trust me with
Relay the
this?
sugar. Let me see it.
How close do I get it?
So it's dark. Keep going.
I've never done this
Keep
before.
going. You're doing great. Keep
Oh
going.
my god.
Pull it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm a god. I'm a legend.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay.
How do I turn the fire off?
Okay. Now you want to go give him one?
Yeah.
Yes. Just take the plate.
This one? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. Alrighty. She's gonna go give him a bite right now. I'm gonna continue
We're
making
gonna
crepes.
try it.
He can come to you.
Oh no. He's you know
He's right there.
let's just see. Okay.
Well, I can't see up there.
All right. You try that. They can hear us though, so you try this. I'll just tell chat what he says.
Yeah.
Well, I guess
He does
so.
not want to be
You
on
just invite
camera, but I
to, like,
wanted
a
him to say
pizza?
something, so he's doing great.
I thought we were.
Civilized.
No. Yes. Oh my god. Oh, there he. Okay. All right. Well, wait. And now I'm gonna come down here. I need to see your reaction.
Tasty?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna eat this, Andy.
I will not stop you.
He
Go
looks
right
happy,
ahead.
and I want to experience that happiness.
Now that's
as well.
not how we're eating it today, but if you really wanted a fast crepe, that is the best way to go about it. A little bit of acid and some sugar, and you're solid. I'm gonna keep on making your crepe while you snack. So I need to know, when it comes down to the channel and all the folks that you've had, how often have you ever looked back and wondered if you should be doing something else? Because you've dabbled into an industry that I think is, the word I want to use is difficult. And you know, are you with me right now?
Yeah, right now, Andy, I have no regrets.
No regrets
Right
at all?
now, in this moment, I have none. You asked me if I was happy. I'm very happy.
Well, I'm curious how you built this community over the last few years.
Oh, you know what? Well, it's gonna sound really corny, but
Okay. Can I have another plate since you stole mine?
sorry. You cannot give this back to you.
Thank you.
I'll be taking all
No,
of this
I went totally off script, so it's okay.
for my studies. You know, I think a lot of people come into this industry. Maybe you're attached to an organization, maybe you're attached to a trend, maybe, like, who knows what it is. But usually when we get our big start, it's not really fully us and what we're all about. And it's so important to split yourself off from that thing and be honest and true to yourself. And I guess, you know, grow with your community and things like that. So I guess the reason things have worked out is because I always like stay true to what I want to do and make sure I'm having a good time. And the audience can tell if you're having a good time. And I've always been really into true crime. I think it's really interesting, and there's a lot of people that have that shared interest with me. This is it's not my best work, Andy.
You're doing great. I trust me, I would let you know if you wanted to remake it, but you're doing fine.
I think sometimes we need something with a little bit of a creative shape.
I feel like when it comes to creativity, you are no stranger to trying lots of different things. You've been entrepreneurial, you had one heck of a background. I'm kind of curious, are there things that you've done in your past that no one's done? I mean, like, you worked at restaurants, you've worked in so many different areas. Are there any of those jobs you're just like, don't really remember that one fondly, or something that you figured if you weren't here that you'd be doing for work?
I mean, every single thing I've done has been a good little lesson, dog.
Yeah?
I have taken something from every single thing that I've done. You know, I'm one of those kids that went to like 4 different high schools. And you know
4 different high schools?
Yeah.
Go for it. Sorry. You're just not gonna elaborate on that at all?
Well, you know, they kept sending me back. They said, this one's broken, send her back.
Oh.
Anyways, so, you know, I went to a lot of different schools, and, you know, at first I would have thought like, oh, wow, was I like a delinquent kid? Was I a bad boy? But you know what that taught me, Andy? Adaptability, which I think is one of the greatest skill sets that I have as an adult now. Being adaptable is incredibly important. So like if you're one of those kids that came from like a military home and you were constantly moving and had to get to a new environment and figure out how to survive, it's an incredibly strong skill. And I kind of just moved through life like, okay, I'll figure this out. And I'm very confident in it. I'm never scared.
You're never scared of anything.
No,
you
not really.
honestly
Well,
ring true as somebody who I consider fearless.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. But
Wait, why has he seen you scared?
fast forward to the Halloween clips from last year.
Oh Lord, I kind of want to know more about that. Guest
you know what?
Guest Hade. Hades, sorry, I couldn't see the S. I'm still recovering. Any advice for applying to college?
Applying to college?
Yes,
You know what?
indeed.
Dude, somebody might hate this. I'm a big advocate of the gap year. I'm a big advocate so
With
that you
you,
can
yes.
explore and figure out what you really like to do. Because, bro, how many of y'all know a friend or family that has a degree that's like, okay, I'm just gonna roll into this, and they hate what that degree is and they're locked into it? I think we should be, personally, I feel like we should be more supportive of the gap year so that people can, you know, start their line of education with something they're really interested in doing for life.
Not bad.
That's just my thing. Go to college. Have fun, kids.
Well, I think you've actually said it before in the past. You're not an advocate of the classic education, and it feels like you have the opportunity to show more and more folks that there's alternative paths. But you are an incredibly intelligent person. You have so many things ready to go to discussing. I mean, just in the first 5 minutes we were speaking, we almost hit theology. We were talking about philosophy. We were talking about background. We talked about children. We talked about psychology, and then we spoke, and then we had to stop.
Yeah.
That was 5 minutes of converation.
Yeah, I guess there was a lot there, huh? Hey, pumpkins. Hey, metas. Hey,
Go for
Sham
it.
Bam. How you doing? Nobly, Gaia. Hey, how you doing? We're happy you guys are here. Gaia Cut, thank you guys for hanging out with us just while we're cooking a meal.
Yeah, we're just making crepes, chilling.
Still cannot believe they paid me to be here and eat all this tasty food.
Well, right now we're at the second brick that's coming up in just a little bit, okay? We're actually doing crepes for our Crepes Suzette later, and we've actually just completed our scallop and shaved fennel blood orange salad dish. So what's coming next is we're gonna be making some steak.
Sorry.
Just a little bit. That was so raw, so emotional. I absolutely love that.
Oh.
We banged out so many crepes, and look at you, completely fell into it.
I did?
Completely
Oh.
fell into it. Look how many
just-
crepes we made.
I know. I
in
was
just a
just
short amount of
going.
time.
And we even fed one to, the dude up there.
Yes.
The dude.
He's been such a good person on the side.
Dude, very supportive. I feel the supportive energy. I'm loving it. I
I
need
love
that.
it. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna take a short break, and when we get back, we're gonna be doing a very, very unique take on Wagyu beef with a little bit of black rice and a very, very spicy creme that should surprise you. We'll see you in just a little bit.
All right, while we bask in these amazing buttery crepey smell, I want to remind you of some of the other great shows here on the Crown Channel. Thursday Spotlight is back in your life. Cup of Noodle is joined by guest host Dan Does It while they shine that light on a new and emerging streamers like M, Control Alt Quinn, and Barry Crepe. Wow, that felt like an intentional planning there, Barry Crepe. That's Thursday night at 4 p.m. Pacific time right here on Crown Channel. We'll be right back.
I am the myth. I am the glory you seek. I am the island. And the island is me. I am the rage, the destruction. I am Eternum. And Eternum is me.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Welcome back to Mixed Plate. I'm sorry. I am genuinely having trouble not laughing so hard right now. I am with I am with now rebranded Boze is Still Eating, who has been joining us for a fantastic episode of Mixed Plate. We have had the opportunity to create our first two dishes that are absolutely dedicated to not only who you are, but where you've been. And now we're going to think about a little bit more on the savory side of things. We've created our crepes that are going to be made for the crepe Suzette at the end, but right now we're going to be doing something that ties into a little bit more of your I don't want to say upbringing, but your heritage.
Culture.
Yes, your culture is the way to say it. But it feels like I want to kind of ask you a few questions about how much you know once you're done with that bite. Are you feeling good?
I can talk anytime.
You can talk. Okay. You can talk. I'm gonna bring you over on this side.
I'll put it away.
No, you're fine. I never, ever want you to worry about that. Okay. So right now we're gonna be doing.
Also, this is perfect because yesterday was Indigenous Peoples Day in America.
You caught me ahead. Right on.
You knew that?
Yes, I did. Absolutely. Nice. That was. It's a day that I think is absolutely primed to be a lot more recognized, and I think we're only just getting started. A lot more needs to be done. But I do wonder, and that's the first question for you, is how close are you to that aspect of your life and your background?
I used to go to powwows up in Massachusetts, starting when I was about 15 or 16. And I mean, we would go all out. Like I've talked about this before, some of my community knows. I'm a Wampanoag, we're from Mashpee, Massachusetts. And I mean, we would do literally the whole song and dance. I'd have a regalia and everything. I feel like that's so funny to see me like in a regalia is like just our style of dress.
Okay.
You've probably seen it before, but that is specifically what we call it in Wampanoag culture.
Regalia.
Yes, a regalia. And actually, I just asked my dad to get me a custom one last time I visited.
Nice.
Haven't been to a powwow in a while, but I mean, I go up. I've just recently visited the tribe. We have, I don't know. Yeah, when I go up there to Cape Cod, like our community it's just us. Yeah, okay. Around there, Mashpee, Cape Cod, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
To know that it's in Cape Cod, I'm from New England and been in that area. So now that I think about it, you haven't been there in a little while. How long ago, you said?
Oh, I just came back this summer.
Just this summer?
Yeah,
okay.
I was just up there in July.
So if you had the opportunity to go back, would there be anything that you would choose to do as like a tribute or something that you couldn't do before when you were younger? Like what's it like having that experience top to bottom?
No, I've always, what? I've just always been proud of our culture. Like there's really not that many Wampanoags, but everyone that is just always very proud of it. I mean, like there's some people that take up more of a sector to educate like the people in our community because, you still need to know about your culture. We have to educate each other as well, but then those outside of the culture as well. But I just show up, I get to eat the good food, see my people, literally my people, and I think a lot of times we're just happy to be there, happy to be with family.
Happy to be with each other.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And thank you for sharing that bit. I know it's not always the kind of area that people want to open up about, but learning a little bit more about you and just a couple hours we've been together, it's been a rich amount of information that I just can't get enough of right now.
Yeah, that is.
Constantly firing.
It is important to me. I appreciate you asking. I'm going to take one more bite of that crepe before we move on to the savory. And then, Andy,
This is the most eating that's ever happened at this stage in the show, and I am all for it. So, have you ever had Manoomin rice before?
I have not.
Okay, so this is, I'm gonna bring it over here so the chat can see a little bit better, but I want you to get your fingers in there because I love the way it feels, okay?
Right.
Very tactile, very toothy.
Oh, yeah. And then when it's cooked, it even takes on another texture too.
So this is cooked for about 60 minutes, and we have it ahead of time because obviously we couldn't really do that now. What we wanted to do was, I took a very rich peppered broth. I use fennel, we use garlic, we use onion, all of these pieces of rich types of vegetables to kind of bring that earthy flavor forward, but we're gonna add a few more elements today, okay? So the first thing we're gonna do is, do you wanna taste the rice in its form right now?
Yes.
Yes, so we have the raw rice that I wanted the chat to see.
Okay.
So we have our hot rice. I want you to taste this first, and then we're going to essentially season it with a little bit of butter, some salt, and maybe a touch of olive oil, and just get that nice and loose. Does that sound good?
Manoomin.
Manoomin. Is that right, Jack?
From what I'm aware.
Okay. So,
That's always how I
if you want to give that a shot, give that a taste.
Oh, and look at this. Look at, where can I go with this? Look at how different it is now that we've gotten it cooked. That rice, those grains have just kind of opened up. And they really release that smell. So all of those
smell that, right?
seasonings, yeah, you talked
Everything
about,
just
they're
hit
all,
it there. If you want to taste it,
Wow.
give it a shot. But what I'm going to give you homework on is essentially you're going to season it, once again, to your taste. So I want you to add a little bit of butter, olive oil, a little bit of maybe some salt and pepper. But what do you think? Where's it at?
Andy, you better stop.
You like it?
You better stop.
You be honest. I always take the criticism.
No, this is really good.
Okay, we're going to be stepping it up with a green chili creme. So what I've done is, for folks at home, we had to take an extra step because we had essentially burned chilies. We caramelized them under the broiler, and then what we did was we took a little bit of sour cream and then strained it through several times with a little bit of lime juice. So this is a very aggressively spicy for 1 second.
Yeah.
And it's gonna pop, and then it's gonna go with the rice.
1 second of spicy.
Yes. So
well, I love
don't pair it
sauce,
together,
Andy.
but if you wanna take a quick taste of this, there you go. Give that a shot. So what I'm gonna do is while you're tasting, I'm gonna cut this shallot and essentially just add that to the rice, and we're gonna add a little bit of brightness to it. What do you think?
It's good.
It's spicy. You all right?
Yeah, it's good though.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You doing okay?
Need a little water. Maybe a little milk. Sorry I'm getting so
little-
close to you. I really just got right over this man. I'm like, I need a little water. Yeah, I think that one was mine. Yeah. Oh no, but that's funny.
Like I said, aggressively spicy, but once you pair it with that rice and the base and the butter, it's all gonna come right down on the plate. Does that sound good to you?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So-
Oh, more of my people. Well, hi, Junk. I know you've been here a bit. Wilder, Tig, Titan, hi.
Okay, so for the folks at home, I just wanted to let you know that we are going to be doing a giveaway of this rice, the Manoomin rice, okay, that you get to take home. I highly recommend experimenting with that. We're gonna have that ready to go. But in addition to the rice, we're actually be doing a giveaway of a brand new skillet. Because if you notice that all of our dishes today have been all skillet based, all pan based, and I think there's one thing that I can take to the bank is you can never ever go wrong with the proper skillet.
Oh.
Okay. Is it this one or is it this one?
You gotta do it.
This one?
Plate in the chat.
Okay.
Nope.
Wait, which one is it?
The one in your right hand.
My right hand. Okay, sorry. I was like,
Wow.
crazy?
Can I? So
Tell your audience.
So this is the giveaway?
Oh, well, I was about to tell him. So essentially, to enter the giveaway is exclamation point mixed plate to enter the giveaway. Do that right now. We'll pick a winner in the chat.
Wow.
And that particular skill is all clad. I have a lot of all clad items. Like my waffle iron's all clad. Most of my pots and pans are, and that's the way to go. That's how you get that nice fawning color. And guess what? We're using that for the meat.
This is, and let me tell you guys, this is beautiful. Do not hesitate. Type that exclamation mark mixed plate in the chat. Do you cook? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. Maybe you want to upgrade, or maybe you want to get started. We're here to help. Check out this beautiful stainless steel. It says D5 stainless 10-inch skillet. One used by Chef Andy himself, cooking all of these beautiful dishes that you see here today. Once again, all you gotta do is type exclamation mark mixed plate in chat. Start your cooking journey today.
The camera with the red light.
That one is
Start your
absolute.
cooking journey today.
I could not have possibly done that better myself, and I will never try.
Yeah,
Well said.
You know, and I mean, truly, beautiful, beautiful. Can I?
So good. You did the whole thing with the wrong camera, which made it even better.
Let's do it all over. I'm just kidding. Oh,
Excellent.
and then this time I did this to the wrong camera again.
So what we have is, so what we're gonna do is, we said that we're gonna have the rice, right? That's gonna be seasoned. I cut up some shallots fresh because I really like those fresh ones, but we have to get our salt and pepper ready for the steak. Now, have you ever had fresh ground Himalayan sea salt before?
No, I haven't. And I was wondering what these little drug rocks
Yes,
were.
pick it up. Ready? This is straight up rock salt, okay?
Oh my God.
You can heat this up and put meat on top of it if you wanted to. You can lick it and be really awkward. Essentially, you can grind it down. There's lots of ways you can go about it, hand crush it, but this is straight up salt. I think you can throw this in a bath, yes?
Yeah.
Yes?
People do that.
Yes, this is like the actual rock salt.
These are bath salts?
No, not bath salts. But I guess like this is like, the Himalayan sea salt in its raw form.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do,
Oh, like a Himalayan foot soak, kind of like that. Okay,
would
sorry,
not
we're
know.
cooking. We're cooking.
You were
I know.
cooking.
But that's what I was trying to think of. This is honestly, also, can I just say, This is beautiful. It really is. I was like, what? Do I need to charge this in the moonlight?
So check it out. It's
Okay.
gonna be very simple. I'm gonna use mine, but I'm gonna allow you to do this, okay? You're essentially gonna fresh grate your salt, and we're gonna dip our steak in the salt and take a bite. So it's gonna be a very aggressive bite. So
Hold
check it
on,
out.
I just gotta say, the thought
Ready?
of scraping this against that is giving me like nightmare vibes. Is it as bad as I think it's
I
gonna
understand
be?
it's not, but trust me when I say it's gonna be a quick grind, and we're essentially using this to catch all the salt,
Okay.
and we're gonna pour it into a nicer container. Are you ready?
Okay, my misophonia is getting activated, I think. It's not that bad.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what you're doing. You see
Wow.
that nice powder? It's gonna be really hard to see on camera,
Okay.
but that's what you're gonna do. And
Okay.
use your stone if you like, but yeah.
Wow.
Grind that down. And what I'm gonna do right next to you is, you doing okay?
Yeah.
Promise?
Yeah, the sound is, I can feel it in my teeth.
I understand. I mean, I can
Why
switch you
is-
to black pepper if you prefer.
I wanna do the pepper.
You wanna do the pepper?
I
Okay.
hate this.
Okay.
Love the freshness, hate the process.
It's all good, but if you do want to take a quick finger and taste that salt, give
Oh, I do. Just,
yeah.
wow.
Really, really
This is
easy.
so fresh.
It feels like really aggressive, but that's why you're just doing a little bit. So we're not even gonna season our Wagyu, we're gonna have it because it's so fatty, and we're just gonna dip it with the salt and the pepper. So now you get to take off a little bit of aggression now with a little bit of pepper. So what I'm looking for is literally cracked pepper, okay?
I just get to like smash.
Literally smash and go for it, okay?
Yes.
And here's the one thing I've been interested in doing. So while you're kind of like expressing your frustration, you've been part of this community for a long time. You've been part of the industry for a long time.
Yes.
What are the more frustrating aspects of this entire area of live streaming and social media? And what are the things that you would like to see change in the next few years? And I'm done.
You want me?
I'm done.
You started doing it too, and you're like, ah.
No, I just didn't want to bother you with it. 'Cause I know
Oh
it's
no,
triggering.
you know, yeah, I can't answer that right now because there's only one answer and it's just not a pretty one. We'll keep.
That's fair. Okay, I will not do that.
I got a solid answer on this one.
I feel like I don't want to bother you for those pieces, but in relation to that, I have to ask. I called you the queen.
Wait, okay.
Oh.
I will answer this. I got something that's less, abrasive. One thing that I think is really important in this industry that's gonna start changing for like creators, business people, anybody that runs any type of online thing. It's gonna sound so corny, it's not an ad. Cybersecurity, it really is. We're getting
talked
to the,
about this.
yes, we're getting to the age and like, I'm gonna scare the crap out of you guys real quick, but like this is like a real thing. You guys know when you get those emails that are like, your data was found in a so-and-so leak, you should change your passwords. And what do we all do? We're all like, oh, okay, yeah, whatever, and we just ignore the email, right? I mean, we kind of just ignore the email. Well, I think it should be known that, there's people online that buy those data lists, and they essentially have all of your information. And so I think, in the next era of business management, social media, and stuff like that, cybersecurity is gonna be a must-have, and the people that are not securing their information, their assets, things like that. I mean, it's just gonna take you out so fast.
Interesting.
That's my answer to that question.
Now, do you have
God,
any family?
that looks good.
Do you have any family that has a background in security or any protections or things like that, or any friends that work in the sector?
No, I don't. But obviously, I've been in this sphere I've been doing this for about 8 years now. I have had every single thing that can possibly happen to me and my family happen on the internet. Oh yeah. And I think that right now with content creators, it's kind of survival of the fittest. Who can handle having their, mom's address leaked, like stuff like that. That's really where it's at right now. But over the years, I've just learned to accept it, but then also protect my own stuff. And I tend to learn from other people's mistakes, I feel like.
Other people's mistakes, like things that you've seen online.
Yeah, things that happen to other people, and I'm like, man, I don't want that to be me. And then I'll go tighten my stuff up. God, that looks so good. Just give me a bite.
Just right now?
Okay, I'll wait. I
just wanted to see what your tastes were actually, so I'm gonna let you pick a quick bite here.
Dude, this is fun.
Yeah? Oh, actually, we're getting close to where I think it's right. Get those kernels up there.
Yeah,
okay?
the big boys.
Yeah, and if you want to twist at the very end, just really crunch that down. But you see how many aromatics are coming out?
Yes.
Yeah, like you could do that with a fresh cracker, but I feel like that is just one step above. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right on. Okay. Now, in relation to, my bite. How's that?
It's good.
It's good?
It is good.
Is it where you think it should be?
I think I would want just a teeny bit more butter or salt.
Butter or salt?
Or both.
Okay, I'm gonna go a little bit higher. You got it?
Dude, that is good.
So one question that I know, I imagine your community knows this about you, but you dabble in content that some might find to be difficult, right?
Yes, sensitive.
Yes. How do you keep yourself so grounded in discussing that information?
Whew. You know, it's complicated. That's actually one thing that I pride myself on is that, you know, you have to be sensitive to this type of stuff because, especially with doing true crime, people are listening. Sometimes the victims' families are listening. I have spoken to, I've done videos on things and then ended up being reached out to by a family member and, you know, we talk about things. Or I've done a case on wrongfully convicted people and then had the person that committed the murder reach out to me, you know? And
You're serious?
Oh yeah, and I have these conversations with them and that's what helps me streamline what to say and what not to say in regards to it because I've actually had conversations with the families, the victims, the perpetrator, you know, all of that stuff.
Is there anything you want to share about that, or is it just more so it just happens so often?
It happens often, but I get a lot of really crazy stuff. I mean, I'll get stuff from people that are in correctional facilities that will tell me who so-and-so is dating. People that will tell me how, you know, Chris Watts is doing in jail or who Jodi Arias is dating. And like, I don't talk about it on stream, obviously, because it's not confirmed stuff, but my God, am I eating my inbox up.
Really?
It's interesting. I get a lot of crazy stuff that I don't talk about.
That's insane to consider that many people have access to that information, but it seems as if you might be doing a service to some of those individuals over time. Would you agree with that?
I'm trying to do a service for the public, kind of more so by learning from their experiences. Mm-hmm. It started off with me talking about the crimes themselves and what happened, but when I would walk through somebody's life that led up to that point, what I always found was unprocessed trauma, difficulty expressing and understanding their emotions, not having somebody to talk to, not having the tools or hobbies to distract. So in turn, what I use a lot of my platform for is an understanding to help people, particularly like kids earlier in life, have these resources so they know how to deal with their anger problems, so they know how to process their emotions, so they understand emotional granularity. Sorry, I'm going all deep now. We're supposed to be cooking, but I'm really passionate about this stuff, man. Like, I started off talking about crimes, and then like I realized, like, yo, the only way we stop this stuff from happening is by talking to people early and teaching them how to manage their emotions before it leads to a violent explosion. Those
manage their emotions before it leads to a violent explosion.
Yes, and
so early development is an important aspect of your education, and it's a good indicator of how individuals might deal with some of these traumas and situations in the future. Is that right?
Yeah, so I mean, outside of my YouTube channel, and some people know this, not everyone, I run 2 other separate businesses. I do some luxury flipping, and then I also do some work with...
Pardon? Luxury flipping?
Luxury flipping.
I'm not sure what that is. Apologies.
And then also the kids. I try to help the kids, but I try to keep some things a little bit separate from my brand. Okay. But as far as the luxury flipping goes, I like nice things. I buy them, I wear them for a while, and then I sell them back for either a higher price or I get my money back.
Oh, so I didn't know what it was. Sorry, I thought it was a form of house flipping, and I was like, I don't understand.
No, like luxury goods. Like if I buy, and I think I actually talked about this last time I was on Crown Channel because I do it pretty frequently. So I have an eye for some reason for quality, like high quality things. And so a lot of times I can find unlabeled, like good quality things like leathers or shirts or bags or earrings or fine jewelry. And I usually know it's worth something. So I'll buy it for a little bit. One example is like this necklace.
Oh, what do you got here?
Let's see, this one. If you look really closely, it's got this little evil eye and this little diamond encrusted thing. And if you look at the detail on it, it's incredibly detailed. I found this necklace for a couple $100. I've been wearing it for a year. I'll wear it for a year and some change, and then I'll go sell it for more money.
My goodness.
Yeah, so that's luxury flipping.
So you seem to know all the spots though, because you can't get around and do this without knowing your way around that area in those societies. Is that right?
I like a good deal. I like quality things. I can spot 14 karat gold, 18 karat gold, white gold, stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah. Or like, if I look at a certain type of fabric and it's highly pigmented with a color that's difficult to acquire, like these colors that you're wearing right here, this yellow one, kind of difficult to get that. This one's pretty easy to get, but if you were to try to get this on like a leather fabric or something that's like a furry texture, it would be very expensive. So I know that that's an expensive piece.
My goodness, I'm learning much more than I thought I would in a very short amount of time. You seem to have that MO about you.
What do you mean?
To teach people very, very quickly and make sure folks understand. There's not been a single moment today that I haven't learned something that I didn't know, didn't have enough information about, or didn't know prior. And I'm sure everyone else is kind of nodding in agreement if you haven't noticed. Do you find yourself to be an educator or no? Because you've been on a roll this entire time. Would you like to do the honors, by the way?
Oh, the flip?
Yes.
Oh my God, this Wagyu looks beautiful.
Oh. Yep, it's ready.
You do the flip, I'm scared.
Are you sure? Okay.
Yeah, that's a lot of, that's a fault.
Oh, yeah. And there it goes.
I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be here. How does it smell? It smells like a delicious, beautiful steak. How would you describe the smells?
Fatty.
Fatty.
Honestly, it smells like the Maillard reaction is popping off right now. I cook my Wagyu a little harder than most folks, but what I do is this little minute, just 30 seconds that's gone by, I let carry overtake it, and that's it.
Wow, you kind of let that little bit of oil just cook it a little bit more, take it on out.
Because we want it to be soft in the middle, but some folks get so scared of Wagyu, like, it needs to be rare, it needs to be this, yada yada. I was like, listen, it's still steak, it's gonna be buttery. I find that closer to medium rare, medium Wagyu tastes a lot better. So, and look at all that fat that's in the pan.
Oh my God.
Right? I feel like that is just a lot of golden goodness right there, but we won't focus on that. We're gonna use it for something else. But I know what you're thinking.
Feed me this.
Yes, you want to bite.
But you don't want to mess it up? How do you want to?
Well, what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna be cutting it right now, and if you steal a piece, I won't notice. However, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna sneak next to you.
Okay.
And you move over to this side, right? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut off this cap over here.
Oh, that looks like the good stuff right there.
I'm gonna cut it down. We're gonna place it on the plate with our rice. Our creme is gonna go underneath the rice, and then we're gonna place the steak right on top, and then we're gonna get ready for the best part.
Andy, I'll eat the fat. Don't plague me.
No, every part of this is the way it should be. So I'm gonna start off here. Okay, are you ready? And that's what we're looking for. Okay, and we want those nice big pieces.
Oh my God, even the little slanted cut. I feel like I'm in Copenhagen at a nice restaurant. What's the one that I get the emails about that I can't go to all the time? You know what I'm talking about? Some fancy restaurant there? Okay, I feel like I'm in Copenhagen.
You know what I've noticed about cutting meat? You notice that people tend to whisper when it happens?
Oh, because it's so delicate. Yeah, I don't want to scare the beef.
So, I think you've been very patient. So I feel like I'm gonna let you have one piece.
I feel like a puppy that's been good at the table.
Well, I just wonder, since, again, there's no salt on this, you know, stuff.
But let's put the salt. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna do it at the table, but what piece did you want to try?
You tell me which piece to try.
I'm gonna give you this high fat piece right there. There we go. We're gonna get this plate.
Wait, is it? You. Oh, Andy! Oh my God!
There's no salt on that. So you see how we're gonna take it?
That's just all technique?
Mm-hmm. Which is just high sear. Oh, did you just hit me?
Oh my God!
So we're gonna quickly plate this up, and then I get to make you a tableside crepe Suzette. But I wonder, you eat such fine food all the time. I can't help but just wonder.
Is that? Are those actually supposed to be used, or are they just like a
Chat, type a 1 if you saw that. I'm watching you.
You're on watch now, boss.
Oh, Lord.
My chat, my people, my bosses, I hope you guys have been having fun here. This has really been lovely for me, so I hope you guys are enjoying it too. By the way, if it's your first time here, Crown does lots of really awesome shows on this channel. Andy's gonna have other future guests too, cooking him up all that tasty food. We got, you know, what's Gina's show's coming back in November.
Gina, we love you.
We love Gina. Oh, what are you doing?
I'm just doing a quick spoon, but I messed up several times now.
I meant that in a good way. I'm so excited.
Alrighty, I'm actually not gonna do that.
The spicy sauce.
So, yeah, and we have a little rice that you said you want to taste it again before we go.
I would love to, just to make sure that it's ready.
Go right ahead. Are you happy with that?
I am, Andy.
Yeah.
I'm glad you think I'm funny. That's so sweet.
I think you're hysterical, but we've had a lot of funny conversations. I'm still looking at you from the corner of my eye. We've had a lot of conversations. I think we met back in the 2017, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was a while.
Yeah.
It was a while back.
Well,
you're gonna. Oh my God!
There we are. And a little bit of steak, and like I said, you're gonna dip your steak into the salt and the fresh cracked pepper. So it's all about preference at that point. So you're just essentially just gonna have that boom boom.
Can I just take a little?
I mean, yeah, you're here. I mean, we have the nice little leaves on the side, and we get to go that route. Alrighty,
Dude,
everybody.
that's such a good video.
So we are done with our final dish. We have a little bit of extras going on here. I'm sure it's not gonna make it, but when we get back, we get to do the best part. One, we get to eat, but two, we get to light things on fire. So if you're just joining us, please enjoy, and good luck to the person who just won the giveaway. We'll be right back in just a little bit, and we'll be over there on the dining room table.
Good luck. They already won. Is the pan gonna explode?
All right, you heard Boze. Amazing things happen on the Crown Channel, and yes, you can win things. Isn't that amazing? All right, so while we get the table set up, we got some exciting news for you. We're debuting a brand new show here on Crown. That's the channel you're watching right now. Tune in this Friday to check out the premiere of Escape with Chat, our new virtual escape room show. 2 streamers race against the clock to complete an escape room and free their kidnapped gift subs. Depending on how well they do, they can receive up to 100. That's 100 gift subs. Our contestants for our premiere episode are Earl of Sandwich and Daisuke Suji. That's this Friday at 4 p.m. Pacific, right here on the Crown Channel. And make sure you're following us to get that live alert. We'll be right back in just a few to eat.
What is that?
You're inside what we call a peripheral. You think this is a game, but it's real. It just hasn't happened yet.
What do you think about this menu, Eddie?
This is insane. I never thought we would actually have like A5 Wagyu on the show, and I didn't even realize it was gonna happen. I just got an email saying like, "Oh yeah, we're doing Wagyu." I'm like, "All right." I'm certainly not gonna kick that out or say no to it. So
you realize the way Boze has been going at this, there's probably not gonna be any Wagyu left.
There is not. No, there's definitely not. I'm not. Some weeks I get like a spoonful afterwards, but this is just a lost cause.
Oh, let's go look at it. Let's go look at that table. Thank you for joining us, everybody. How's this coming together over here? Ooh! Oh man, I tell you, you're torturing me having to watch this.
I'm so sorry. I know you can't eat like any of this right now,
It's
but
all right,
for
you
the
know.
folks at home, you can easily make crepes Suzette. The recipes are really simple, and a lot of those classic techniques are frankly just kind of gone to a lot of the new and fancy stuff, but really, recipes from the 20s and on are still solid, and you can trust them. Go to Julia Child, go to Jacques Pepin, trust me, it's worth it. Yes, baby. Right? Thermidor! Right, bring it back!
You still hungry?
I'm just happy to be here.
What are you guys working on over
It's
here,
a
Melissa?
garnish.
We got our food prep team getting everything ready on the table for y'all. Gotta make it pretty.
Actually, I'm gonna take this here. And
Okay.
Yep, there you go.
Hi, everyone.
All right, Malika, how's everything looking?
We were working on a surprise. I'm pretty excited.
Oh, you got a surprise?
Yeah, it'll be out in about 7 minutes.
I didn't even know you had a surprise.
Oh yeah, we got surprises on surprises on surprisings. It's
Wait.
like,
And you cooked this without butter, right? The steak?
Oh yeah, not even a little bit. No butter on that steak at all. Although I do really love butter basting everything. Oh, is he gonna? Oh, I didn't get that. There's no salt.
Rock and eat it!
Oh, that's why you do the cam, so you can be like first one to grab.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I see.
I don't know what you're talking about. Go back to the white screen. Go back to the white screen.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a very hilarious, fun, insightful, and frankly wonderful episode of Mixed Plate. I have been here with Boze, who has been one of the most fun guests I've had in such a long time.
Oh my
you have
goodness.
been such a treasure. You've been everything that I've known you to be.
Wow.
You know,
Don't tell the others.
I won't.
The
I
others
mean,
before me.
If they watch the show, they'll find out, but they should watch the show. So far, I think we've had an experience where we had the opportunity to not only dabble a little bit more into your past and some of your upbringings and your culture, but we've also had the chance to really make sure that we hit the level of food and dining that you prefer.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that you're somebody with a more refined palate. You eat great food, and I would never, under any circumstances, serve you anything that I would consider to be beneath.
Thank you, Eddie.
If I may.
Thank you, Eddie. Thank you. Wait, which camera do I look at, Andy?
Yeah, that one
it's
right
the
there.
red
Yes,
one.
it's the red one.
Okay,
Big
just check.
8 on it. So right now, before we get started, we're gonna go through each of the dishes. And as
Okay.
you know, I'm going to essentially prepare one of them second. However, I don't want you to feel like you have to be in any kind of way controlled. Eat as you feel, as you want. Eat as you want.
Okay.
And I really do appreciate you brought your own sturgeon caviar.
Mm-hmm.
That's very nice of you.
Yeah.
So I know that I realize you're antsy to eat, so.
I mean, I'm having a great time. I'm just happy to be here, folks. Truly, genuinely.
That's fantastic to hear. Well, are you ready to go?
Yes.
Okay, so to reiterate our first dish, what we did was we did a fennel salad. okay, with some blood orange. We shaved it down with the Japanese mandolin. We did olive oil. We used the fresh juice of the blood orange, a little bit of lemon, seared scallops, classic technique, some sturgeon caviar, and some scallions to kind of brighten it up a little bit. Can I serve you?
Yes.
Yes?
I was
Okay.
about to serve you, and you're gonna serve me.
Oh, absolutely not. I would never in a million years. You are a guest here in this kitchen.
Me.
Now, of course, I chose scallops mostly because of your time in Virginia.
Yes.
And I wondered if you've actually had any dishes like this in that area. And earlier you had mentioned that they're not always readily available. But I wonder how a dish like this would fly in your own old hometown.
You know, at home, yeah, like I said, it's more about we don't really have the clientele that's gonna always go for a fresh scallop. But I always loved scallop. It was like a fresh seafood was a rare meal for me, and I loved it so much. I would say I didn't have ones with the caviar on it.
Is that your first time with the scallop and the caviar? I'm sorry.
Do you want some extra caviar?
Who says no to
I mean, I'm willing to
caviar?
share.
I just love that you brought that from home.
Have some. If you want to do like just a little pick me up. That's what I do.
Yeah? Do you
Yeah.
just have this with some toast?
Oh, just like a little blini, like a little midnight blini. Yeah.
You know, people will go their whole lives not having caviar, right?
I just need to say, I don't know who's gatekeeping caviar because it's $30 at the grocery store. Like, let's be real. $30 for a half ounce? It's not bad, huh, folks?
I mean,
Huh?
not for
All
me.
right,
I mean,
okay.
that's not bad at all. But we come from the same cloth, if you would.
Well, you know, I think that, so the best place I ever had scallops actually
Okay, that
was,
does elevate it. Wow.
it really does. It's great. It's insane. Also, it's great quality caviar.
I mean, come on now, right?
Can't go wrong. The best.
There, you see the salty looks we get right now?
Wait, do you guys want? I brought two things. Of
No.
caviar if you want some later. Just
They're on that side right now. They're gonna jump you afterwards.
But
I hope
dude,
you
no,
understand.
seriously, you should try it. And Andy, you'll know. Wait, so question: if we do give some caviar, get some caviar for everyone, how would you serve it given what's in the kitchen?
Oh.
What would you do? Because normally with a little caviar service, I would do some cream, some green onion, a little scallion, and just on top of a little blini. We could have made crepe blinis.
I was gonna say, I would take the crepe batter, make some circles, and essentially take a touch of the zest, and then just make a little small fold, and then just have that nice little pop in the mouth.
That would be so
Perfect,
good.
right? Some creme fraiche is my preference. So,
I
what are
agree.
your thoughts on the combo? How does it feel? Describe the taste. I know the audience would love to know more.
It's so good. I mean, and it's interesting because the scallop has kind of like not fishy, but like a seafood kind of salty, briny taste. But then so does the caviar, but it's totally different. And it's like when they come together, it really just elevates all of the flavor.
And the fennel, is that brightness coming through?
Yes, and it's crazy to me that it's such simple ingredients. Is it really just like the orange juice and a little seasoning?
And olive oil, that's it.
So good.
I'm glad you're enjoying that. But
Sometimes simple is the best option.
I'm gonna let you enjoy the last scallop, but if you wouldn't mind, I'm gonna get some stuff ready over here.
Okay.
Okay? Now, this is a mixed plate first, where I'm actually finishing the dish at the table, but when it comes to crepe Suzette, it needs to be done tableside. And as a guest that understands the treasures of fine food, oh, I'm gonna move over there? Okay. It's up to you. It doesn't matter.
Were you doing a surprise?
Oh gosh, I forgot. Well,
Surprise!
let me get there. Okay, while I'm getting that ready, you're gonna enjoy the scallops. But essentially, we have a little something for you. So what was the first thing that we did when we got here?
Got excited.
We shucked some oysters, remember?
I was gonna ask where are the oysters, Andy, but I wanted to just
So while
relax.
this is getting ready, I wanted to provide one more surprise for you, okay? We decided to take those oysters and we smoked them. Okay? So if you wouldn't mind doing the honors, please remove the lid.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Okay.
And
Are you do it with this hand?
yeah, you got it?
Having some trouble gripping it, Andy. I can't use this hand. I should.
Let me just.
You got those numb.
There we
numb
go.
Hands.
With the rock sea salt, we have the oysters, and we have that nice. If you want to take a whiff of that.
Oh my God,
Now that-
guys! When something is smoked, it is just so fragrant.
As I mentioned, I really wanted you to have a next level experience, and even though you had the opportunity to essentially start us off, we wanted to take it one step further. So I hope you enjoy. So you're gonna continue eating. I'll ask some questions, but I'm gonna get this ready while you're enjoying those. Those are for you. and no one else. And I want to say thank you to Malika and Fab, for doing such a great job on those.
Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. I feel like I just won an award or something. Oh my gosh.
Just enjoy. Please go right ahead.
Oh, let me just grab.
It's like hitting everyone in the face right now.
Oh, what are you doing over there?
Oh, I'm frying a little bit of butter and a little bit of sugar. Yeah. So it's gonna get smoke in here, but I want everyone to focus on you right now because I feel like they're gonna want to know what your thoughts are.
Oh my gosh. I don't think I've even had this before.
Really?
Wait,
smoked oysters?
You know what? Yes. Yeah,
you can go for the full shot. Just make sure it's not too hot.
I'm gonna actually just get a little of this liquid first and see how I feel, because it's so different. What else did y'all add to this? Not just the salt. Oh my
Cherry
God.
blossom wood, yep. So cherry blossom wood, the rock Himalayan salt, and then the oysters are what kind again? Kumamoto. Not bad.
This is so good.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Dude, I think, man, how long did you guys cook these? They're cooked so perfectly because they still kind of have that fresh oyster texture, but then they're a little bit more cooked. Did you try these yet?
I have not. I said those are for you right now, so I want you to enjoy.
There may not be any left, Andy.
I think you're doing just fine.
What are you doing over there?
I'm doing a little brown butter right now with the crepes, and I'm letting them cook up. And then the next thing I'm gonna do is add a little bit of the microplane orange zest to the top. Are you just gonna watch me now? Okay. And then we're gonna squeeze some of those beautiful oranges on top. Yeah. So you should be getting that orange scent right now. Ooh, I got a little juicy over there, sorry. I miss my glasses. I got LASIK surgery, so I'm not wearing glasses anymore.
You miss them?
I do. Glasses always made me feel safe when I was cooking.
Oh, that's
that makes
fair.
sense.
Well, as a non-glass person, nothing bad's ever happened. Knock on wood, Andy. When can I eat that?
When it's done. So what we're doing, oh my God. So what we're doing right now is we're gonna start with the Grand Marnier, okay? And this is one orange scented liqueur, okay? And this is...
Oh, let me smell it.
Back up a little bit.
I guess you could say that was bad timing.
Yes, indeed. So we're gonna let that go. We want that all to cook off. And then while that's going, we're gonna add the trimmed orange zest. Okay, and just get that a little bit more texture on top.
Do people normally not get this excited for this? Because I'm starting to wonder if
I wonder if people get this
normal.
excited for food in general. I feel like people can get a little bit more up in arms, is what I'll say.
Oh my God, this is so. Chat, do you guys get this excited about food?
Yeah.
Is it just me? Does anyone? If you were in my position right now, would you, on a scale of 1 to 10, how similar would your reaction be? Okay.
They're all in our position though.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, you guys can answer too. 10 being that. Oh, everyone just said 10. I was gonna say 10 being you have the same reaction as me. Okay, well, I feel normal now. Crown 11. Who was that? Tears of joy. Oh my God. Yeah, this is good. Okay, Alpaca said 3. All right, cool guy. Dude, it is phenomenal. Andy.
Okay. What is that one called again, Andy? This is the Crepe Suzette. Oh, there we go. Having a little bit of trouble with my spoon. There we go. And we're gonna have that liquid there, and we're gonna juice that sauce a touch more and then finish it up. Sound good?
Yeah, it does. Wait, can I have an extra plate? Can I give one of these to my boyfriend?
Yeah, I'll stop right here, actually.
Dude, yeah, can I?
Can we have an extra plate? Anybody?
I just need to see his, because I haven't given him any of these delicious things. I need to see how he reacts to this.
Okay.
This is the Crepe Suzette, babe.
Yeah? Oh, I have a plate right here. Okay. Hang tight.
Oh my God.
And there we go. Very good. And tell him it's very hot.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's very hot. Take a bite, young man. There you go. Dude, that's crazy. I'm about to. Do you want me to just eat it off?
No, it's way too hot right now.
Oh, don't.
So we're gonna bring over.
Hey, do your thing, my boy.
We're gonna bring over a little ice cream for you once we're there. But I mean, we just had the opportunity to make a nice steak. I think we should jump into that next, right?
Oh yes.
Yeah, we should. So, if I may, would you want me to clean your plate or anything? Are you in good shape here?
I'm okay.
Yeah.
Save a treat.
How's the oysters?
So good. Did you try one yet?
I will after this one. I really want you to try it now.
I really want to try this too, Andy.
This particular dish, right? We had the Wagyu. Like I said, I want you to try it with just the salt, but you want to make sure you take some of this serrano pepper crema with the rice, mix it all together. That bright pop of spice that you had should mellow out with the rice. So I'm just going to allow you to kind of serve that. There you go. And then if I may.
Okay. Wait, you might have to put a little, can you put a little dot on that? I don't know how to do this.
No, it's exactly how you wanted to do that. There we go. How's that?
Good.
Okay, and then take as much steak as you want.
I'm gonna take, dude, I'm just gonna take this piece right here.
Yeah, you can take another one.
You sure?
Yeah. It's just A5.
just a little snow beef.
Yeah, nothing crazy. And please go for it. But before we do, yes, you got right ahead of me.
A little of this.
Yeah, so cut a little bit, and what you want to do is your salt level.
Okay.
You just want to dip it right to where you like it, and a little bit of pepper.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna try a little. Remember this rice here? Am I crazy if I just throw a little of this caviar in the rice?
I will not stop you. Caviar with steak is absolutely ridiculously good.
I was gonna throw just a little in the rice, you know? Just like a little. What?
What'd you think? Alrighty. So, I gotta ask, did you grow up at any point in time eating anything like this, or is this all more recent?
This is all recent.
Really?
Like the past 2 years tops. I was eating boxes of cereal last year, man.
Wait,
like
what?
Dude,
Wait,
when
so
I
your
came,
fine food pieces are
like
new,
2 years.
new?
Oh, pretty.
Oh, he's not.
No,
He's nodding so hard over there.
I've always had a taste. I've always had like a good, truly. I've always had a taste for it because my mom always liked it. Like when she ate something good, she'd be like, oh, but we just didn't get it often. So, you know, I think a little bit of my healing too as an adult has been giving myself those things that I always wanted as a kid, AKA fine food. I wanted to eat nice things. And now, here we are, Andy, the final frontier. Here we are.
I can't be mad at that reaction at all. No more notes,
Oh my
questions, we're
God.
done.
Dude, you should try a little caviar on the rice. You should just try a little. Because sometimes I do a little red onion with my caviar and my blinis, and just because it's in that rice, it made me think of that too.
Now, this rice in particular was really the main focus of this dish because, like I said, it's a rice that comes from the Red Nation. It's the kind of thing where you have that old school style of like cooking things and really breaking it down and then having this, what I would consider to be probably newish type of cooking style and bringing it all together. Could you tell us a little bit more about, I guess, how your past and the present have kind of clashed together in the best ways, especially in the last year as you've slowly started to kind of heal through some of the things you mentioned?
Some of the best ways that the steak came together?
That the whole meal came together and how your life came together over the last few years.
How this meal came together in my life. Sorry, this is so good, Andy. I'm sorry. It's hard. Look, I have ADHD. When I'm getting hit with the flavors and the words at the same time, it's like, choose one, girl. Yes. I'm sorry.
So
Am I messing your show
Not
up?
at all. No, you're making it perfect. So we actually have a note here. I really want to talk about caviar, right? Because what have we done? We've taken a lot of food that is in many ways inaccessible to a lot of folks. And wallets are tight right now. People are struggling. But if you haven't noticed, with the exception of the really fine Wagyu, because I really wanted to treat you, would you say that this is a really high-priced meal?
Well, let's talk about this. Now,
We're gonna break it down? Mm-hmm. Okay.
not something people normally do. A birthday party, okay? How much do you normally spend on a cake for a birthday party? That's a staple, right?
Yep.
I mean, what would you guys say the average price of a good custom birthday cake would be?
$35.
$35? I would say 50, but 35 to 50, right? Okay? And you know, we have the birthday cake, but then we're like, oh, let's add the chips. Oh, let's add this, let's add this. You can literally go to the grocery store and get a half ounce of sturgeon caviar for $30, and that's in LA. That's in expensive parts of LA. You can make the blinis yourself, or you can get them for $5. You can get the cream for $5. You can get the onions for 50 cents. Now, at your birthday party, you have a caviar bar for $42. It blows people away, and it's really not that pricey to add on, given you would already have all these extra snacks. And honestly, what is caviar for? It's for taste and a little bit of a flex, right? I mean, stop. I mean, why gatekeep caviar? Use it to your advantage. Flex on them on a budget.
You know, if it's a single time where you're cooking for a spouse or somebody else and it's date night, caviar takes it over the top. A little bit of white bread, some butter, toasted, cut very well. I'd be able to blow it away either.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense, actually.
Literally, and then also, you know, the other thing is we have our morning cup. Like, if you're a person that goes to, you know, Starbucks or something and gets a cup of coffee every morning, you're paying $5 or $7 like through the week. That's $30 or $40. Make coffee at home and eat caviar through the week. Like, I mean, and I hate to be one of those people.
The whole staff is clapping right now.
I mean, like, and somebody in chat said it very well. They were like, you know what, treat yourself every day. You deserve it. And yes, you do, okay? You deserve caviar.
I really hope we get a t-shirt that says that I can just give to you next time you're back here.
Oh my gosh.
But you deserve caviar.
You deserve
like, it's not
caviar.
like just treat yourself. It should be like really specific. Like, you deserve caviar. That's layered.
Also,
right?
okay, I'm about to, ladies, you're out there. I'm about to give the hottest tip of all time. Like I said, sturgeon caviar, $30 at the grocery store. You know what else? Eggs. $4. Cream, $5. The scallions, 50 cents or $1, right? Okay, you're hanging out with a dude, and in the morning you're like, I'm just gonna make a little breakfast, right? Scramble the eggs, throw the cream on top, and just add a scoop of caviar. And he's like, you just have caviar and eggs for breakfast? And you're like, oh, this old thing? Listen, he's hooked for life, all right? Let me help you, truly. I mean, and then you never have to do it again. Just one time is enough. He's like, oh my God.
Ladies, you heard that. I wouldn't know what that's like, but I'm gonna say, right? I think most of the folks here are nodding in agreement.
Yeah, Moika has a similar tactic.
So check it out. I know we're getting ready to get to the end, but I obviously had to make sure we top this bad boy off with some salted caramel ice cream. And you get to do the coup d'etat and have the first bite.
You gonna make me act up, Andy?
If I may ask, could we have a fresh fork, actually? Because I don't want to disrupt this.
I have a dessert fork.
Oh, you are fancy today. Little spaghetti forks. Look at that.
This is adorable. So have you done a lot of like fancy meals like this before?
Oh, personally, yeah. I do a lot of private dining. Before COVID, I would do 6 to 8 course tasting menus, often on Valentine's Day or like for folks who are kind of having a private meal. More often than not, they tell me to keep it offline. So honestly, I've done a lot of really high-end pieces that take several days to create. So I do like a slower process and I want to make sure things are refined, but when we're in this kind of mix-up, I try really hard to get as much flavor as I can in a short amount of time.
Is this like a syrup?
Yeah, the syrup is creaed from the sugar.
Did you make syrup?
It was right there in the pan. It happens just like that.
Oh, it was just right there in the pan, huh?
I want you to have the first bite. Go for it.
Yeah, that's good.
You like it?
Bro.
You already had it, so you like it? Did you get ice cream? So I want you to enjoy the first bite, but please.
You don't want to take a bite with me?
You're always first.
Everything is so good. It's not a joke.
Good?
That is, and
it's
very.
decadent, don't
Oh
get me
my
wrong.
God! It's very unique too.
You never had Suzette? Huh?
No, I haven't had Suzette.
You called it Susan, right?
A little shrimp Susan, or what is this? Crepe
Susan.
It's a shrimp Susan.
Shrimp Susan. I wonder what that'd be like.
Oh my God, dude, this is phenomenal.
So this is a reminder for folks. What we did was we did our crepes fresh on that side. We had a chuck cherry. No, what kind of cherry? Choke cherry. We have a choke cherry from Red Nation that sent it over with the rice. But don't forget we had a giveaway for that earlier. We had the choke cherry filled crepes. We folded them over. We did a nice Suzette table side with blood orange, a little bit of the zest on top, sugar, salted caramel ice cream, and then finished it with a little bit of love, because that's what you need here. You need to be able to kind of like really care about somebody to make something table side. So I just really happy you enjoy it. But I'm going to take a bite, but I'm going to heavily criticize myself because I think the edges are too caramelized and I don't think I have enough zest. But that's just me. But so far, how's your experience been on the show? How have you
really
felt?
good.
Yeah? You've been happy so far?
I feel like I've been wrapped in a warm blanket and my arms are at my side and somebody just keeps putting food in my mouth. And I find this to be my ideal situation.
Is this the way that you'd be spoiled? Like just one dish after another all day long?
Oh, yes. Yes. Wrap me up in a blanket, hang me from the ceiling, and just feed me. Yes. That is.
From the ceiling? Not even entertain that sentence at all.
This is so good. I don't know why I can't get the concept of a shrimp Susan out of my head now, and it just sounds awful.
Well, if you think about the caviar concept, the Bellini piece, and then think about how we can do shrimp, we can come up with some stuff. Yeah, Fab is nodding, we know. So folks, yeah, right? We're gonna have more caviar. Ladies and gentlemen, I really feel like this has been one of the more elegant, upscaled, and frankly more active episodes we've ever had, but it's been an absolute pleasure to have you, Boze, who's been just a treasure to have on our show so far. We love spoiling you. We love surprising you. We hope to have you back on. You've been a fantastic guest to Crown this entire time, and I just can't get enough of your information. I learned so much from you so quickly.
I learned a lot from you too, like how I'd like to be spoiled and not more Dude, this has been really fun.
I'm glad you're having fun. That's all I care about. Are you gonna crash the show next week?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, y'all eating like this. Y'all got smoked oysters, shrimp Susan. I'm here all day.
Please, chat, make sure you now patent Shrimp Susan. I don't know if it exists yet, but we're gonna find out what it is. Shrimp Susan. We're gonna take that. Folks, it's been an absolute pleasure. Again, my name is Chef Andy Lunique. You've been here with Boze, BigBossBoze, who's available on, what channels are you on right now?
Oh, that's right. I'm on Twitch at BigBossBoze. And then you can also find me on YouTube. My channel is Boze versus the World. If you're a fan of true crime, psychology, or if you're stuck in life and you like hearing random self-help stuff, that's pretty much all we do. In December, I'm gonna be doing a big month for true crime cases related to family ties, financial betrayals, dysfunctional family things, spousal things, who knows what it could be. If you wanna see some of the craziest family dynamics I've ever seen, make sure you check out my YouTube channel in December.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, now I know what you guys are gonna do. You can have a little bit of caviar, but for now, do not jump. Enjoy, everybody. Thank you so much, everyone.
Bye.
Cheers.
Make sure to tweet out your plate with hashtag MyMixPlate.
MyMixPlate is the hashtag indeed. And if you have an opportunity to share stories about your family, about your background, hashtag MyMixPlate, everybody. Enjoy.
Oh yeah, dude, you guys gotta try this. The crepes. The crepes.